All right. Hey guys, what's going on? I didn't think I was either. I was having some technical difficulties and now I finally got in. So I hope everybody's doing good tonight. Happy Monday. I hope y'all ain't confused because I had one live already scheduled and then I had to restart my StreamYard. And I think it has two still posted showing that we're going live. So I'm glad you're able to join. What's going on, Eric? What's going on, Shelly? Thank you guys. I don't see Mike B. Joyful Steffi, what's going on? You got to comment in order for me to see it. We got Mike over here in the corner eating dinner. StreamYard was trying to hustle, trying to make me buy a plan, and I don't want to buy a plan. How you guys been, though? What up, Michael Donaldson? There's Mike, guys. That's all he can say is hello because he's stuffing his mouth right now. I figured it'd be nice to start a little earlier tonight than normal. We were beginning our lives at 8 o'clock, and then we moved them to 8:30, and then we moved them to 9 o'clock. And then people have to get off early because people that live on this side of Eastern, they have to leave because they got to get up early for work. And so I'm just trying to help everybody out. And today I thought it would be interesting. Let me see if I can delete this other live because I hope it's not showing. We're supposed to have Dana Cole on tonight. I don't know if she's going to be able to make it or not. That's why I tried to make sure that I told everyone that we were going to come on live. See, it's still showing there's another one, and I don't know how to delete it. Maybe I cleared my cache, and when I cleared my cache, it cleared out the live that I had pre-scheduled, thinking that I could clear up some space and my computer would work right, and now I kind of messed myself up. So let's see what I can do real quick, if I can cancel it. I don't know. Yeah. Is that from your phone? Are you guys getting feedback? Mike's getting feedback. Hey, David, what's going on? Mike's getting feedback on his live from mine. I'm gonna have to try and delete this real quick. Nope. It started up again. It started up again. So I'm gonna delete this one. Download video. Share, download, save. It won't let me delete it. Maybe I need to what? Here we go. Delete that one. All right, guys. So hopefully I got that situated. I wonder where are you guys getting feedback, like a whistling sound coming through? What's going on, Miss CG Universe? Mike is on the live on his phone, and his is giving like a little squeaky sound in the background. Hey, Jen, what's going on? Yes, yeah, they are. Yes, yes, I think they are. You'll shut that off. Maybe that's what it is.
They have to?
Yeah, they said they are. Did it stop?
Yeah, why come on?
It's weird. Are you guys still getting that squeaky sound? Hey, Cheryl. I'm so sorry, you guys. Exploring with Sean. How are you doing?
What's up, everybody?
Ooh, can y'all see Mike? Let me get a light.
Call me black?
No, never that. Never that. He's just a little dark chocolate. What are you doing?
Ooh. What up, people?
I had to bring the light forward.
What?
So make sure they see you.
What up, David? What's going on, bud? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Okay, they said it started.
Hey.
I think it was the AC.
Hey, Miss CG.
It was
Hello.
AC
I'm trying to
unit.
read everybody's name, but you're moving the
Oh, my
dog.
bad. Go ahead.
Always gotta be a problem. Let me see. Eric, what's going on with you, buddy? Hang on, y'all. What's that, Universe?
Universe.
Miss
Yeah.
Universe, hey.
We got Jen.
Give me time, girl. Miss Jen. I'm trying to read everybody's name that I can read.
We got.
I said David. I said Miss CG.
Go up.
Wait a minute. Who's that? Jen. Where? Oh, gotta go up to the front.
We got Joyful Steffi.
Hey, what's up, Miss Joyful? Joyful.
Susan.
Wait a minute. Can't see.
See, this is what happens when he comes in late.
I wasn't late. I was on the phone over that child. I was eating. I just want everybody to know.
Hold on. What is prime? We got the primordial goddess said, "Wow, this is crazy. I've been self for a while and really comment. I looked at the notification and noticed the thumbnail brings back memories because I encountered the Hatman 15, 16 years old. Nice. Hopefully somebody can come on and share their story of the Hatman.
You can talk to them, not me.
Maybe.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Look at them.
You've never experienced the Hatman before? If you have, we're inviting people in to share your stories
Hatman
tonight.
is scared of me.
He probably is. That's why he's never visited Mike. You know, you're making a lot of noise with that bag. You need to get a bowl.
I got attacked.
I have no clue.
Saturday night.
You got attacked Saturday night?
Yeah. Remember, we came back from Ghost Night.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mike had something on him last Saturday night when we went out with Joe. You need to get a bowl.
I like making noise.
Really loud. I'm
really
sorry, y'all.
good.
He's being so disruptive right now. He did just eat dinner.
Ain't nothing like tater chips though. But yeah, after we got home.
Hey Val. Hey Tina.
Drina. I know, just like every time I tried to go to sleep, something was just bothering me. Like a Hank.
Mike had them demons on him when we got home. Just to share with you, we really didn't go anywhere creepy. You saw the video that Joe shared. We went to old projects building. We went to an old, the old Tarzan Place. We went there and we did go to the cemetery. That was the last place we went to, the one that Joe's been to. The day before that, Joe went and did a video there, and he wanted to take us there. Because he wanted to get our reaction. And we both felt something at the cemetery. And I believe that it's not, I believe it's not the cemetery itself. I believe it's the land that is haunted. I believe there's spirits that are still walking around and around the cemetery, like around the outside grounds, if that makes sense. And you definitely feel a weird energy. I know I say that a lot, but you feel a weird energy. There's spirits there. So when we got home, Mike was trying to go to sleep and I couldn't sleep. And I was sitting there watching TV and Mike was mumbling in his sleep and he was fighting something. And he kept saying, because Mike is a sleep talker, and he was saying, "Get off me, get off me."
Don't be telling my business.
He was saying, "Get off me." You can hear him clear as day when he's sleeping and talking. And so I'd wake him up and I'd be like, "What's on you? What are you talking about?" And he's like, "The monster, something was on me and it wouldn't get off of me." And I was like, "Did something follow you home?" And he said, "I hope not." And I said, "I hope not too." So I was thinking, maybe we need to get up and pray again or cleanse ourselves or do something. But I just let him doze back off. And he did it 2 or 3 more times after that. And eventually he fell asleep. But he just said he felt like something was on him, like riding him. Exploring with Sean. I just realized, how you been? I haven't seen any videos coming out with you in a while. Exploring with Sean. He's an older Black gentleman up north who does the videos where he goes to like cemeteries by himself and does ghost hunting. Goes by himself and he goes ghost hunting.
At night day.
Both. He's done night videos too.
Right. Nice to meet you, Mr. Shiny Sean.
Mike has seen your videos too. He just isn't up on the up like I am. So yeah, Universe said you had an attachment from the cemetery. I believe he did. Everybody's sick. I'm so sorry. Everyone needs some Theraflu.
Mm-hmm.
We are doing good, Sean. I'm glad you were able to join the live. Sean said, "Hello, Mike."
Hello, hello, hello.
Miss CG said, "I experienced it around 2005 at a hotel. It was the ceiling above the bed. I was so afraid I hid under the covers. I said it looked like a mafia." She said it looks like a mafia man. VCR came on, but it didn't move. So wait, the VCR came on, so it was just static playing through the VCR? Jens.
Okay.
You could just get a bowl.
I ain't feel like it now.
Oh, well, I would have got a bowl for you.
Good.
Jen said, "What kind of cemetery was it?" He definitely had an attachment. Yeah, it was. This was my thing. I don't know if you guys remember. We went live a while back at Indian Springs Cemetery, the cemetery Mike had found. The cemetery that there was a shadow, that there were 2 shadows, if you look closely, that passed behind Mike. And we felt a weird presence at that cemetery. There's definitely something out at that cemetery. But at this cemetery where Joe took us, it's surrounded by water. And, early settlers and stuff, they would settle around where water, close to water. Indians would settle close to water, anybody.
Yeah, the cemetery was from the 1800s.
Yeah, it's from the early 1800s. And I just feel like, and the tree, did you see the tree out there?
They didn't see it.
They did, because Joe did 2 videos. Joe did 2 or 3 videos. That place has some things going on with it. So y'all know trees, energy and trees, and yeah, it's crazy. There's something out there. She said no, it just came on by itself and it turned. I'd unplug that. I would have unplugged that. I'm sorry. But I had unplugged that. Kelly Elizabeth said, I'm missing my mom and wish she was still here. I'm so sorry, Kelly, for your loss. Susan said, when I went to get my ex's personal items after he died, I swear he was affecting me. I was getting lightheaded and my heart wasn't beating properly. I told him to stop it. I was not joining him. Wow. Sometimes anxiety can help us feel, make our heart irregular, our heartbeat irregular, and we get anxious. I know a lot of times for myself, I told Mike, I said, I'm gonna try and get closer with my um, psychic side. What did I tell you? I said, he's the ghost whisperer because he does very well when it comes to EVPs and talking on the necrophonic app. I feel like I sense spirits around us more. I don't see them, but I sense them. I know you can sense them too, right? But when you sense a spirit, how does it feel to you?
Well, it's more like it's hard to explain. It has to happen at the time.
But is it just a sense that someone's watching you? Do you feel like?
Yeah, that also chills. I get the chills.
Chills.
Yeah.
I know when I get a feeling of someone, like there's energy around us, I get pressure in my head, like someone is.
That'll just be you thinking about me.
That's what that is. Yeah. So yeah, I get pressure in my head, like somebody's actually like holding my head. Just like that. That's how it feels. Like someone's holding my head.
So you gotta demonstrate it.
Because that's how it feels. If you hold your head like that and hold it with a little bit of pressure, that's how it feels. And that's how I feel like I know there's spirits around. Sounds crazy, but I don't know.
I guess everybody affects people in different ways.
Oh, wow. Water can add to spirit activity. Yeah. It's surrounded by water.
It's not surrounded, it's just on one side.
No, it's all around it.
It wasn't on the side where the road was.
Well, it's like a peninsula. Yeah. Yeah. It's like a peninsula. It's like here's the little
muscle.
Black History Month, guys. Happy Black History Month since I did that. But yeah, there's water all around it as well. So universe is an empath, psychic abilities, and she hears them. Jen said, yes, he's a lot like Eddie. They're drawn to him and they sense you guys know they are there, right? Susan said a few days later, she swear he was holding her upper arm, said that is enough, and he went away. Wow. He wasn't ready to go, maybe like you said, he was ready for you to join him, but I wouldn't think that
he would. It's more like a comforting thing, I believe,
to let her know that he's there, that
he's okay. Yeah. And I think we all get that in different ways when it comes down to a passing of a loved one.
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes they let us know that they're okay. But then I don't think some of us know how to read it. Because I feel that my brother, when he passed away, that he came and touched me. And I think that was just a sign of him telling me he was okay. When because I don't know, but I don't
get on it.
Know how I don't even know what I want to really say. It's just weird. I just think when a person passes away and they know you're grieving, I think they do things to try to comfort you in some type of way.
Right. Explain what Sean said. Do you get flashes of images that you never seen mentally?
Yeah.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
When we go to places, certain places?
I get them when we don't go to places.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to sign in on TikTok so I can do the live over here too. Yeah, I don't get the hot flashes. I just get the pressure and that's about it. Maybe it's under something else. But I want to share this with you guys. I have this video real quick. I'm going to let this play. And I want your input on it because I seen this and I was like, this is what kind of brought this up in my head today. I was at work and I was listening to videos like I do. And this one came up. So I want to share this with y'all. We're going to share the screen. All right. So hopefully this plays without any issues.
Hatman is usually associated with people who are depressed, people who are dealing with significant kind of emotional problems. A good friend of mine started to see the Hatman a lot when he was going through his divorce.
Really?
Yeah, and he couldn't figure out, he didn't know what the fuck it was, but he kept seeing, the Hatman. It's a strange phenomenon that goes back a long time. What is that? Is it like a deep psychological response everyone's born with, or is it some elemental entity
that looks for vulnerabilities?
Yeah, there's reports about Hatman going back literal decades.
Yeah.
It's not like Slender Man, who, was a Reddit thread that became kind of real.
Let's talk about the Hatman. I am sure majority of people watching this have heard about the Hatman. The Hatman usually appears during sleep paralysis or a nightmare. Often he will just stand in a doorway or at the end of your bed or even like beside your bed and watch you. And people don't really know many features of this Hatman other than he's tall, complete shadow, and he has a hat on. Some people will say he has glowing red eyes. The interesting thing is that people all over the world will mention seeing this man in their dreams or when they have sleep paralysis. Interestingly, people who see the Hatman usually have a link of childhood trauma. There is some type of link between something horrible happening to you in your childhood and seeing this man later on.
So
That was it.
that wasn't, it goes on and on, but I have another video that I want to share with you guys, but I don't want to share it with y'all just yet. We're going to talk about that because a lot of people, well, quite a few videos that I saw about the Hatman, they were saying that they feel like it's because of childhood trauma or it's because of that you went through some type of dramatic occurrence. And
well, sleep paralysis, I done had that a couple of times, but I never seen the Hatman. So I can't agree with that.
thank you, police.
I never seen a Hatman that I can recall anyway. So, and I done had nightmares, sleep paralysis. I done,
Mm-hmm.
so
He sure is. Oh
I
wow.
don't know. Maybe just target certain people. You know,
It could. If I think about like if I had a traumatic issue or something that came up that like scarred me to where I would dream up the Hat Man. I mean,
I done had some
I've seen some
trauma.
crazy stuff growing up. Like I was a kid who we went outside and we played. So we would get into stuff and we would do things that we shouldn't do. Like me, when I was 3, I burned my grandma's house down, and me sitting there. Like I knew the house was on fire. I did it. I went into the other room and I just kind of sat there like, if she don't see it, maybe I won't get in trouble. That was how I was acting. I remember going in the living room, sitting by her old wood stove thing. What was those? Those old stoves?
That what it was called.
The wood stoves?
Wood
Yeah, she had an
stove.
old wood stove in the living room and I sat in that area. The fire was off to my right in the back bedroom. My grandma was outside hanging up clothes on the clothesline, and I just sat in there like nothing was going on. And I seen the flames, but I just sat there. And my grandma came, and thank God she grabbed me out the house, and I got in some big old trouble for that one. But I don't know, like maybe that's why the Hat Man used to haunt me because I was mischievous and did stupid stuff like that. I don't know. Let's see. You said, our universe said, she is and always will be my favorite aunt. Yeah, my condolences still go out with you, universe. I know you're still struggling with your aunt's loss, with your loss of your aunt. Does the screen look smaller to you? Hmm. Eric said I had sleep paralysis a couple times before.
I think that's what I had the other night though, because I remember trying to scream and get Trina's attention, but I don't know. She said she heard me moaning though, and
I woke you up.
I don't remember you woke me
I
up.
woke you up. Are you okay? And then I said, who's on you? Because you keep saying, get off me, get off me. And you said, the monster. And I said, what monster? And you said, I don't know. And I said, what does it look like? And you couldn't tell me what it looked like. And I said, did you bring something home with you? You remember me asking
I
you?
remember that, but I don't remember everything else.
Yeah.
I don't remember you asking me. who was
I
on me and
asked
all that type
you,
of
did you
stuff.
maybe
I remember
you
you
feel
asking me, did I bring anything home? But I don't remember you asking me what's on me or anything like that. Matter of fact, I don't even remember you waking me up.
Miss CG said a spirit can attach anywhere on you. For instance, in your chest, back, leg, arm, etc., you will feel its pressure. That sometimes feels like numbness or spasms. Yep. Probably the dogs are on the floor minding their business tonight. That's what we want.
He just tried to get up.
Oh, he did. Yeah. We're not going to talk about him. What's going on, Wolf? Hope you're doing good tonight. Lady Jax, what's going on? Y'all are members for 5 months. Thank y'all so much for being members. We appreciate you guys. Tina, too. We got Tina being a member for 5 months. Appreciate y'all so much. Eric said he's never seen the Hat Man.
I haven't either.
Guess that's a good thing. I'm trying to think. Have I ever heard of a male saying that they've seen the Hat Man before? Are there any men on the live that have ever seen the Hat Man? Maybe I should ask that question. Wolf said he stuffed. Jax made supper.
Yeah, I just finished eating myself. Same thing.
Yes, yes. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Sean said, "What's your scariest encounter or experience?"
Scariest?
Mine, well, I will still say, I believe, is at the murder house when we heard the humming, just because it was a new experience for us. Like we've always caught EVPs. We've always caught where we do recorded sessions and you can play it back and you can hear something come through on audio, or during editing, I can usually catch something that we didn't see with our naked eyes, and I catch it during editing. But with the Yellow Murder House, just to hear the humming in real time when we was there, and the footsteps that started coming towards us, that was scary to me.
I think my most scariest moment was at the general's house.
Oh
Yeah, I think that was because we literally, I feel that we had to leave that place. I mean, because it was scary. We didn't see nothing. It was just a feeling. The feeling was just so overwhelming. Like we knew if we would stay, something was gonna happen. You know what I mean? I think that was my most scariest moment. Yeah, we I don't think we stayed in the house 20 minutes.
Yeah, we weren't there that long. Just something was off.
Yeah, even Joe was like, "No, we got to get up out of here." You know what I'm saying? But when we went back there, it was totally different.
Yeah,
it was like totally different.
But I feel like when people come in and they disrupt a home or someone's property, whatever the case, whatever it is, I feel like it changes the energy in the house. Sometimes for good and sometimes for bad. But even when we went back to the Frank Lloyd Wright house, after it had went through all the damages and kids going in and vandalizing and busting out the walls, the energy felt different in that house. Like the energy was gone. Like it was just an empty shell. It did not feel like the first time we visited that place.
Well, I think that place and also the trailer out by Tony's house.
Yeah.
That was
empty.
Yeah.
Like there was
no. The second time we went, well, I guess it was kind of spooky because
where it was
what do you call them? The people that hoarders, not hoarders, people that move. People that move in your house and squatters. The squatters had. If it was weird because when we first went there, that's when we was with Tony and we caught a lot of crazy stuff.
Oh yeah.
But when we went back,
it felt different.
Yeah, it felt different, but it was kind of freaky because the squatters, you knew they was there, but they left everything behind. Like they had to just leave, like
in a rush. Yeah, there was still a fork. Water. There was still a fork and an apple pie in the bedroom.
Right. Like there was big things of water still left behind. It was that was kind of crazy. And we was trying to put it together. They would have been arrested, or the owner would have came and kicked them out. They would have boarded and locked the place up. But it wasn't boarded and locked up. It was still the exact same way as far as entry wise, and everything was just left behind. We ended up leaving that kind of strange too because it just didn't feel right to me. We ended up leaving that. But I really have to say the general house was probably my real terrifying moment that I wanted to get out of there. It was just
maybe he was just angry and upset that people were coming to his home, but
that had to be the most freakiest
time. Yeah, and that Frank Lloyd Wright house just isn't the same anymore. Even Jack says you're right. When Frank Lloyd Wright house got so damaged, Bobby was there, but I think it got so messed up, he just left the house. It seems empty. Yeah, last time we went, it just seemed totally empty. Like our first time going to the Frank Lloyd Wright house was crazy.
Yeah, it was a movie.
It was crazy. I get chills thinking about it now, but the noises we were hearing, I think I might repost that video. But we were getting knocks. If we would go to one side of the house, we would get knocks on the opposite side. If we would go back to that side, the house would knock on the other side. And
I think that night, the most craziest part was it was me, Drina, and this guy named Manny. He stays in Texas now, but we were sitting there in the dark. You know, we was doing an EVP session, or we were just talking.
what's going on?
I don't remember if we were just talking or doing the EVP session, but all of a sudden we heard this big bang. I mean,
It didn't sound as loud on camera, but it was loud.
It was loud. I mean, it was so loud that we freaked out.
Manny almost jumped up and ran out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really loud.
And the weird part is we turned the lights on. We didn't really pay attention to nothing. And then one of our viewers that viewed it said, "Y'all pay attention to the cabinet doors was open." So the cabinet doors, was they shut or came open? They was open.
They were halfway shut because we were doing lights out and we were sitting there talking. I think we were asking questions, we were talking, and then we heard the knocks, but they got closer and it was the really loud knock, which made us turn on the lights.
That was a bang. That was a knock.
The knock made us turn on the light. Because Mike said, he was like, show me something. Yeah. He was antagonizing it.
I wasn't antagonizing.
He was antagonizing spirit.
Wanted him to do something.
He said, do something. That's not scary. That doesn't scare me. Do something. Show me that you're real. I heard a growl over us. Mm-hmm. And then right after that, we heard a loud bang. And that's when we turned on the light. We didn't notice at that time that the cabinet doors opened.
Right.
Until somebody told us. So even after editing it, even when I edited it, I still didn't realize the cabinet doors had opened. I wasn't looking at that. I was looking to see if I could see an orb or a shadow pass through that kitchen door or something. I was not looking at the cabinet doors. So Anne said, don't do that. Don't antagonize them spirits.
I wasn't antagonizing. I just wanted to do something. And it did it. I was, it was crazy. But we didn't leave at the end, though. We still hung out and still.
I think if we saw those doors were open and we realized it, we would have left.
Jen was like, "I'm ready to go." She was like ready to go.
It was active. It was really active, and that was our very first home investigation, like where we could go inside of a place like that. They had issues. That must be from antagonizing spirits. Sean asked, has the Hatman attacked anyone? I never was attacked by him. He always seemed like he got closer as time, like he would start out in a corner, but it just seemed like he filled that corner with darkness. And that's as close as I ever got to him. I never had him touch me or jump on me or anything. I think he's, who said that? I think it was Anne or Lady Jax said they feel like he's a watcher. Like he just sits there and he just watches you. He won't.
But the question is why, though?
Why does he just sit there? Mm-hmm. I heard a story earlier that someone said they seen him. They were like, if you've ever seen the Hatman, usually people see them in their sleep or when they just wake up or just go to sleep. But if you ever see him when you're wide awake, then you have a problem. I've never personally heard of anyone seeing the Hatman wide awake. Like someone said they seen him as they were walking down the street. I don't know how that's possible because to me, he's always been a shadow. He's always been like just a dark figure.
But anything's possible. You know what I'm saying? It don't. I don't know. But my thing is why.
Yeah, Lady Jack said he was a watcher.
But my question is, have anybody ever tried to talk to him? You know what I mean?
That's a, well, has anybody ever tried to talk to the Hat Man? Lady Jack says, no, being a paranormal investigator, we don't run from noise. We go towards it.
That's what it seems like, though. You know, and it's crazy because sometimes I hear stuff when they don't hear it. That's the crazy part about it. Like
That part.
we was in the cemetery, I heard a high pitched like a whistle sound, but they didn't hear it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the noise is like it makes you curious. You know what I'm saying? It makes you want to figure out what made that noise. You know what I mean? But when you feel that spirit around you, that's what spooks you out because it's I guess the feeling and hearing is two different things. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's just weird.
But so many people have had experiences with the Hat Man. That's what I don't get. Same as paranormal in general. So many people have experiences. A lot of people don't have those experiences.
Well, I think me personally, this is my opinion. I think everybody has it or have them, but just don't realize it. You know what I mean? Some of us, we realize, wait a minute, hold up. You know what I'm saying? Then other people, like, they blow it off.
Mhm.
You know?
Hmm. I don't feel like Lady Jack said, look, y'all hear it and I see it. So when they try to be sneaky on me, I'm like, I can see you, but sometimes I get startled. But I just gotta stand my ground because I know they can't do nothing to me.
Right. Well, me personally, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really want to see it. Not close. You know what I'm saying? From a distance, yeah, but up close, I think I freak out. And
Right.
I'd have been touched. I'd have been touched,
Hmm.
but I haven't, seen something up close. Like I don't even know
Neither
how to
one
put
of
it
us
in.
have experienced actually seeing a spirit. Like
Not a
actually,
spirit. We don't.
yeah.
And then
We've
again,
seen
maybe
apparitions.
maybe we have, but just didn't realize. You understand?
Mhm.
Because if I don't know, maybe we have, we just didn't realize it. Because we don't all seen things out of the corner of our eyes. And I know, I take that back. Yes, I have. Remember we was in that thrift
Mm.
store in Venice, and I seen that
Oh
lady walk in that
yeah,
room.
yeah. We
Yeah,
were at a.
we was fishing one day. This was a couple years ago. We was fishing, and we stopped by this thrift store because either we got cold or some reason we had stopped by the thrift store. And we was walking around the thrift store, and I seen this lady clear as day walk into this room, and we went in the room. When she went in, there was nobody there. So one of the workers came, and she said that they got a lady ghost in there. So that was the apparition that I seen.
But it was a thrift store,
But
so
still, I've seen one.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And says the energy drain that gets me. Be careful who you watch and listen to. CG said interact. Miss CG going back to her comment. She says spirits memorize people to want to interact with them more and more. No one has control over spirit. No one. I believe spirits do have a mind of their own. They are or was once humans,
Yeah, they got to think. How else would they play tricks on you? How else they know to mess with you?
but
I
not
mean,
all are the same. So
no. I mean, the only spirits I think that's pretty much are lost are spirits that continue to do the same thing over a residual haunting
mhm.
that can continue to do the same thing over and over and over again. Me personally, I think that spirit's lost. You know what I mean?
Lady Jack said, Mike, I've seen you in a few videos when you're out with Joe, even just out with Drina. I've seen you look at a different spot where they're looking. You're seeing something. LOL.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'm seeing it or feeling it. You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
I mean, I always think I see things out the corner of my eyes, or I feel that, someone's looking at me from there or something's over there. You know, yeah. Well, I think I'm very mindful and I pay attention,
Mhm.
so
Yeah. Lady Jack did mention that there's different types of spirits. There's residual that they do this, pretty much do the same thing at the same time every day. Then there's an intelligent spirit that can actually have conversations with
Right.
us. I think when we went to the house with the fireplace, with the brickstone fireplace, I called it the apparition house because I felt like the lady that was in that house was a residual, because she just seemed like she just was going about her regular day of opening the curtains, and she didn't pay no attention to us, which makes sense, but she didn't really it was like we weren't even there. Have we ever dealt with we've had through the app, we've had, seems like, intelligent responses.
yeah.
We've had
Oh yeah. I had one of the apps we used to use, the Necrometer. That
the
that app
Necrometer's pretty
actually
creepy.
led me to my dad's. Well, led Drina to my dad's grave. You know, it happened. We went to the cemetery. My brother and father is buried at, and we went to see. Me and my brother has a birthday on the same day, so we went to do a EVP to talk to him. So when we got ready to leave, I wanted to go see, and I found my dad's grave, and that necrometer actually um, told Drina exactly what. Well, I had that app, the phone on in my hand, and Drina was across about maybe 50 yards from me. And so every time the necrometer would say something, I would holler out to her what it said. And it literally led her straight to my dad's grave.
I have Edwin. He came in. He said, "Ghosts are just demons. They are very intelligent and deceptive." So I do agree that some spirits are demonic and can be very deceptive and deceiving. Very deceiving to try to make you feel like they are someone or something that they aren't. But I don't believe that every spirit is demonic. All ghosts that roam around us, they're not demonic.
I kind of agree with her on that one, because if they were demonic, I think it'd be a lot more devious things they'll be doing when it comes down to individuals. I think, and then sometimes I think a lot of them act mean, act a certain way to get you away from them. You know what I'm saying? So, or get you out of their domain, their house. So that's why they lash out. We was talking to this couple out of Macon, Georgia, that wanted us to come, and do investigation with them at their house. And they ended up moving into a house that was haunted by a real nasty guy. And the guy was so mean in real life that when he passed away, he was still mean.
Right.
And he didn't want nobody in his house. So he did everything in his power to try, as a ghost, to get them out of that house.
Right.
So it's not that he's a demon or anything like that. They want people out of their domain. They don't want to deal with people.
Right. Like Anne said, she actually said the same thing when you said it, that she feels that they are the same as they are in death as they were when they were alive. So if he was a grumpy old man during life, then you're going to be that grumpy old spirit during death when you pass on. So Grumpy Living, Grumpy After start a ghost dating business. Just kidding. The Grumpy Ghost Dating Services. Lady Jack said, but they act aggressive and get mean, thinking that you would think they are a demon, and they're not. He's just a nasty, nasty man or
Right.
woman.
Exactly.
Right? He's just a nasty man or a woman. Lady Jack said, you're right, exactly. I don't believe in demons, but I do believe there are some nasty ghosts. Now, I believe in demons, but I just don't believe that every spirit that walks is demonic.
I think, me personally, I think this is just my opinion. I think a demon has to be gifted from the devil. You understand what I mean? You know, just like there's angels,
Right.
that God gives.
Mm.
And I think that's the same thing when it comes down to a demon. And I think a demon, I don't believe a demon is a dead person. I think a demon is
A dark
entity. That's just my opinion. I don't think it was once a person. I just think it's a dark energy, a dark entity. You know, just like the movie, The Entity. If you ever seen it, we talked about it before, and that was a demon. In that movie, it was based on a true story. It's called The Entity. It was based on a true movie. I feel that was a devil. That was a demon. You know what I'm saying? A possession. I think if you get possessed, I think a demon has the power to possess you. I don't think a regular spirit has that power. I think a regular spirit may can manipulate you, but it can't possess you. You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion.
Thank you, Sean, for joining our live. We appreciate you coming in and chatting with us. What happened?
You pushed the thing to the side. You did something.
Hold on, y'all.
You're still messing with stuff again.
I don't know what I did. No, I was trying to get to the comments and it went to some type of FaceTime thing. Where did we leave off at? Lady Jack says, not of this world. It wasn't a person who died and became a demon. Demon's something that never walked this earth. Right. Yeah, I agree. Right. I agree with that. Miss CG had mentioned that she said that I don't think all are demonic because there are different levels of spirits. Some are angels of God with purpose totally different from other levels of spirits. So, and said there are some that choose to stay for some reason or another, like they don't want to leave their family. Yeah. Joyful Stuff. I remember that movie, The Entity. Lady Jack said, Miss CG, why don't you think spirits were not people? And Anne said, I've dealt with them too. They are weird. What I want to do, besides try to go live, I don't have my.
There's something over there.
Said I've dealt with them too. They might feel like guardians or protectors. Miss CG said, I just don't believe when we pass, we no longer have connection to this world. Spirits were here before any of us existed. Say hey, chat. So we got two chats going on right now. We're multitasking.
Adrena trying to
We're
multitask.
multitasking. Sorry, guys. Lady Jack says, you know what I compare a haunted house to? Have you ever seen the movie The Others with Nicole Kidman? Watch the movie. That will explain everything. When you go inside a house that's haunted. Yeah, that's very true. It have you ever seen that movie? The Others? Pretty much. It was one of those movies that kind of like mess with your mind because she was her husband was away at war, and she was at home with the kids or something. He was away. And they were always waiting for daddy to come home. And she was the protector of the home. And she took care of her kids pretty much through the whole movie. It was kind of like a dark, gloomy movie. The whole environment was always dark and gloomy. And then I remember, like, I hope you guys saw this movie because I don't want to spoil it, but there were some people coming in the house, and she was like, "Oh my God, people are breaking in our house. People are breaking in our house." And she's, trying to protect her kids of these strangers coming in their house and maybe attacking them. Well, it flipped the switch, and they were spirits the whole time, pretty much.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah. So it was kind of freaky when I actually figured out what was going on. But there's another movie coming out soon where Presence, it's called Presence. Chad at work was telling me about it. He's like this big movie buff, and him and his girlfriend, they love scary movies. And he was telling me about this movie Presence that is coming out, and that actually is in the eyes. They like reverse it. You see the movie through the eyes of a spirit. So you don't see it from the other person's point of view. You see it from the spirit's point of view. A little crazy.
Well, it's all hypothesis.
I know it's all hypothesis and theory, but
So y'all didn't know I know big words, huh?
it's all in theory. Good night, David. Appreciate you,
Thank you, Mr. David.
joining. What's going on over here on TikTok? We kind of late. Hope you guys are doing good. Trying to get Mike over here to chat with y'all. See if y'all have any questions for us. We're not doing a EVP session. I think our thing says EVP session. First said, demons to me are dark energy, negative energy. Right. Wolf said, Wolf always gets me like, what? I always get stuck sometimes when I read his comments. But he said, I would love to go to Valhalla when I pass. What is that? Where is that? Miss DG agrees with universe.
Well, see, that's the thing. We don't know.
We don't know where or what happens to us.
What happens when we pass?
We are doing good, Memphis.
But sometimes I think we might have a choice.
We are doing good. Thank you for joining the live. We're over on YouTube, and we are going to allow some people to come up and share their stories if you want to. Lady Jack says, I tell you what, if I get there for y'all, do I let you know? That's the only way we're going to find out. Nobody, yeah, right. Nobody really knows what happens in death, after we pass, where we go at, if we stay around, if we have an option to stay. Lady Jack said, girl, live with him, okay? You ain't lying. Sometimes I look at him like, huh? Oh, Vikings believe in Valhalla. It's another form of heaven. Okay, I gotcha.
How could it be another form of heaven? There's only one heaven.
That's Vikings. That's what Vikings believe in. It's another, Missy, you said, Ray Jax, that's why I feel how I do. No one has came back to tell us. The people,
Well, it's been some people claim they done died and came back. So
right?
some
Hey,
people
Laura.
claim they done died and went to hell. So
Yeah.
you can look it up on YouTube. Yeah, people say they done died and went to hell. And
What's
know.
going on, Cats 5? How you doing tonight? Well, for anybody,
now we I don't mean to cut you off, but we was at
you cut me off.
My cousin. He does this. I don't know if you call it rave or what you call that.
It's called a rave.
The music they be playing, but anyway, me and Drina was out there one day, and this female, she came up to us like she knew us. I've been waiting. This is her exact words. I've been waiting for you.
I've been waiting for y'all.
This is what she said, and we don't know this lady from nobody. We don't know her.
Right. We were a little confused for a second.
So we thought it was one of our subscribers, but couldn't find out it wasn't. But she told Drina, because I had walked off from her because I thought she was weird. But she's a nice lady. She told Drina that she died. She said she died, and she came back. She was trying to explain, that got my curiosity because I went to ask some questions. How do you know you died? How do a person know they died and came back? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, the doctor has to tell them, you was dead for 5 minutes or 20 minutes, so we had to bring you back.
But see, that's the only way you would know you died.
Right.
If somebody told you.
Right.
So my thing is, if nobody gonna tell you died, are you gonna remember you died?
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like crazy because.
But she did mention, I think when she died, you're pretty much in a dream state, but she said it was really peaceful.
Yeah, she said
there was no like golden gates or anything like that. She said she was in a forest, like a wooded area, but it was just nice and peaceful and serene. And yeah, I've heard that. I heard another story on YouTube. I seen a man who was talking about his death experience, and he said when he passed over, he was in a forest. He said he was in a forest. He walked through the forest, and there was like flowers. He said the colors were so vibrant and pretty, and he said there was a crowd of people. He saw a crowd of people, and the same with him. There was no golden gates or anything. He just said that he walked through the crowd of people and he saw who he thought was Jesus or God standing there. And there were some people like at his feet and stuff, and said that he gave him an option actually to either come or he could go back. And he said he wasn't ready to leave yet.
And see, that's weird because that's pretty much what was told to me and my brothers, that what happened with my mom when she passed. The lady that told us that said that God showed her the afterlife and gave her that choice, and she chose the afterlife. And my question is, I wonder, is that what happened when we die? Do we have a choice to come back? Or do we have a choice to move on? Because if you think about it, right? If just think about it for a minute. You hear people pretty much get in real bad accidents or get shot and don't die. And then you hear about a person getting shot one time or in a wreck and they die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the question is, do they have that choice? In that moment when after everything happened, do they have that choice to come back or go to this beautiful land or this beautiful place where there's no craziness going on? You know what I'm saying? So that's the question.
Kat says she thinks it was just their time.
But my thing is, I can understand that, but how do we know that? You know what I'm saying? How do we know we don't have that choice? how do we know we don't have that choice?
Right.
You know, because if you think about it, you know, some people give up on life. Some people done try to commit suicide and didn't die. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just a mystery, pretty much. You know.
Universe said she did experience death and she came back. That was on October 8th of 2019. I know we have a couple people in here.
So my question, universe, how did you know you died?
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Lady Jack says one of my friends had a life and death experience. It was crazy, but he did come back. But he was in my house talking to me. He was on life support, so it's possible. Miss CG said if you believe God, read the Bible. It specifically tells us we don't return. Lady Jack says he saw himself above his body.
Well, I done had out of body experience myself. I done seen myself laying on the floor. You know what I'm saying? And got up and got in the bed, and my body's still laying on the floor. No, I don't seen that happen. Well, that didn't happen to me like twice. You know what I mean? So that's called an out of body experience. I done experienced that myself.
Right. Hold this for a minute. I gotta put Mike to work, y'all.
Nope.
Lady Jack said, well, Christ died. Yes, he was seen again. That's how I look at it. I believe in the Bible. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying Christ came back.
That's true.
Which is what? A spirit? All right, guys. I'm trying to multitask. I gotta get my other tripod out of our case.
Hello. Just in case you're wondering, if you just came on, we are talking about the paranormal, as in life after death. Do you believe in life after death?
What?
We are also live on YouTube. You go there.
Yeah.
And if you have a story you would like to tell, you can go on our YouTube page and we can bring you on live and you can tell your story as well.
I'm looking for that other little tripod. The little small
I
one.
don't know.
Where is it at?
Anyway,
All right. So I'm going to share out the link. Joyful Steffi. Yeah, Joyful Steffi. I know she had that type of experience as well.
do they want to be a guest on here? Is that what they're asking?
Yeah, there's people who like want to invite somebody to join. I think they're just making suggestions. Or if like you want to do a battle, you don't want to do no battles. Let's see, where was I at? Joyful
Trying to
Steffi.
multitask, trying to do everything, child.
Joyful Steffi died January 8th last year, came back, died 6 minutes. Drina, did you ever get to watch my death experience? No, I did not. You're gonna have to share the link, Steffi, and I will definitely go and watch that. I believe you came on and touched base a little bit on your death experience. Let's see, you said Christ had a mission for the world, unlike man. Universe said, I remember that morning I heard the PA system in the hospital saying cold blue. That was the last thing I heard when I was down God spoke to me and he told me he wasn't ready for me to come home yet. You can rest it up here. It's a possibility.
Look at you being all smart. No, you can't read it.
I mean, you can kind of.
She's trying to be all grand like she knows what she's doing.
Lady Jack says, I don't knock anybody for the beliefs. I know what I see. I know what I feel, so I can say for me. Yeah, we can all only speak for ourselves. Everybody has different beliefs. Well, says me, I'm just here.
That's it.
What's the Lady Jack says, but if I see a spirit in your videos, I'm going to let you know. I'm really bad at that. I watch him and don't comment. I do it all the time. I'm bad at it.
You watch our videos, let us know. Because I want to know, to be honest with you. Because me personally, I think people have ability to see things that other people can't see. So I would like for somebody to let me.
Hey, I'm the drama. What's going on?
Why you look different on here?
The angle? It's angles, y'all. We got angles. We got upper angle and y'all are at eye angles.
She's trying to do TikTok and YouTube at the same
Gotta
time.
multitask. Bringing people in. Okay. Yeah, Jeff with stuff. You put it in the comments, definitely. And we'll check it out. I will watch it. Lady Jack says you can die for 5 minutes and feel like you've been dead 15 years. Their concept of time and hours are completely different. I agree with that, Lady Jack.
That sounds like being adopted by aliens.
Yeah, there was that one girl. There was a video going around on TikTok of a girl laying in a hospital bed, and she was saying she thought it was a time warp.
But see, that's the same thing when people get abducted.
Abducted, yeah.
Time, yeah.
Lady Jack says, I read the Bible several times. I believe in God. I just can't help what I see and what I feel. If it's a gift or a curse, I don't know. At this point, sometimes I think it's both. Wolf said, I may be Norse pagan. Everyone has their own religion or no religion. I definitely do not judge anyone. Definitely don't judge anybody. We don't judge anybody either, because we know everybody has their own
I judge crazy people.
Anyway. Into ways.
Like Miss CG, I judge her. Oh, she crazy. And she's an alien.
Oh, it's Brian. Is that Brian? He said, remember when you guys took me to the nursery house? How are you been?
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
Right? Hope the wife is doing good. Drama said nothing much. Glad I was finally able.
What's his
Tony's friend.
Right. I'm trying to think of his wife's name.
Twitch. Well, she's called Twitchy on
Twitchy, right.
He said yes, LOL. Good to see you.
Yeah.
I was wondering who is Mr. Spice of Life? Okay.
Matter of fact, that was the last time we seen him was at the nursery house.
Yeah, it was. Because we thought he was gonna come on another hunt that we went, but he has to take care of his wife and work.
Right. Well, it's good to see you, Brian.
I'm trying to be scissor hands. She's a Cedrina scissor hands, multitasking. Oh, Mike, you gotta be crazy to see it. Just kidding.
Crazy to see who?
Crazy to see what?
Who said that?
Joyful Steffi.
What she say?
Let's see what she responds. Lady Jack says, as a matter of fact, I was telling Wolf, I said, I need to go back and watch that murder house video. I heard everything, but I swear I saw something. I will timestamp it.
You know, to be honest with the murder house, every time we don't went in the house, we don't call it something. Except the last time we went.
Oh.
Every time. When we went with our friends, with Drina friends, we caught things. Even caught lights and anomalies and all types of stuff. So I know for a fact that that place has definitely got something going on in it.
Yeah. We can't go no more though.
Yeah, they locked it up. We out of there.
We went back to do our alone challenge at the murder house. Unfortunately, it is locked up tight, so we won't be going back there. We're gonna find a different spot somewhere one of these days. Mike told me I lied. I guess I lied to you guys. I owe y'all an apology because we're gonna do an alone challenge. When and where, I don't know, but we need to do
I tried
one.
to get her to go to the Indian graveyard. She don't want to go there.
That graveyard is haunted, y'all.
That's the object of it.
The graveyard is haunted. I think it would be different if we didn't see anything, but I saw what I saw.
Well, you wanted to go to the murder house and we seen the shadow figure there.
I don't know. It's just because we know in a sense like what to expect at the murder house.
Oh, you don't. You never know what to expect at no haunted place.
That cemetery is more newer to us.
Okay, and we just been there twice. Well, once with you.
Once, right.
Twice for me.
Once with me. Brian said he has a new team. We need to collab sometime. We do.
You have a new team?
Yeah.
So Brian, you broke up with Tony? Ooh.
He said Twitch does an alone challenge at home with him all the time. Oh, Kat's asked us to come to Louisiana with her. That would be cool. We're supposed to meet up with Juiceland Paranormal one of these days as well, and they're over in Louisiana. You guys will have to let us know. We have tried to collab with Cat's 5 Paranormal on TikTok a few times. Unfortunately, our schedule hasn't like me and Mike are so spontaneous, first of all.
Yeah, and we got to get with our manager first though.
Who is that?
Miss CG.
Oh.
Yeah, we gotta talk to our manager.
Our manager, Miss CG.
Yeah, make sure that we can go on these exploration things
before we go on our little trips.
Yeah.
Our manager, we gotta get management approval.
See, y'all already know we had a manager. See,
hey, I just found out myself. So.
Yeah,
learned something new.
Miss Keep in Line.
She said, "LOL." That's right.
Let's keep in line.
But yeah, me and Mike are so spontaneous. We will get up. He definitely will get up on a Saturday or Sunday if he has nothing to do, and he's like, "Let's go." Where we going? I don't know. We going somewhere.
That's where it used to be.
Well, yeah, but if it's close by, we'll figure it out though. Brian said Twitchy is his manager. That's right.
Well, Miss CG, our manager, but I'm the boss. Ooh.
We will make it happen. We're gonna make it happen.
Who the boss?
What happened?
Who the boss?
Me? What are you talking about?
You.
Me? What the heck? I'm the director. I'm the executive producer. I'm the producer. I'm the tech. I'm the gopher. I am the gopher runs and gets everything.
Lies.
That's me. That's me, y'all.
Don't believe that.
That's me.
Don't do that, y'all. Don't do that. See, that's just a woman trying to be a woman again.
Whatever. Ladies attack Mike now. Ladies attack.
No, stay back. Stay back. Stay back. I got some holy oil.
Lady Jack says we watched y'all's cemetery video, which was adorable, by the way, because those girls like Wayne fitting, stay here, no more, we're leaving. But I did hear talking. Oh yeah, that was funny. I think it opened their eyes and made them more.
Guess what, y'all? I ain't seen my kids since.
They're
Never
teenagers,
Christmas.
though. They're
Never
teenagers.
Christmas.
They're
Yeah,
teenagers. They want to be hanging out with their friends. They don't want to hang out with daddy. He's boring. Wolf said the cemetery is crazy haunted. It is. I don't know if y'all, a lot of people didn't check that those shadows that were in that video, but there are two. There's a taller one and a shorter one shadow walking behind Mike in that video. And there was no fog out at the time that video, when we were recording that live. The fog was rolling in later in the live, like an hour and a half after we had already been out there. But when we first started the live, that's when that thing
and the beauty of it happened while we was live.
On live. We got a couple things happen to us on live. Mm-hmm. The that light anomaly when we were at the cemetery, not far from here.
Oh yeah.
And Mike was I was teasing Mike about what Eddie had said about him being a black man in the cemetery at nighttime, and some light anomaly flew into the wall. Nobody can explain that.
Nobody can explain a lot of stuff.
Louisiana got a lot of haunted places. Look, all of Arizona is haunted. I'm sure I have bullets in my backyard under all this dirt. I'm going to get a metal detector and find some. Dang, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, but don't think about it. You better leave him where he at. Pull up one and might pull up a spirit with it.
Lady Jack says, I talked to Joe the other day and told him that Wolf and I are going to try to make it to Florida this year. Said, oh, hell yeah, I'd like to meet you in person.
Who is Joe? This plan.
Oh, yeah, you definitely should. Definitely should. What we got going on over here? Brian said, I took my friend to Shingle Creek. He is a psychic. We got a prism during the daytime. Oh, wow.
Where's that? Brian, where's, what do you say, Shingle Creek?
Shingle Creek. Yeah, Cat 5, she's up in Pensacola.
Oh, okay. Why are my eyes red? I'm high on light.
Brian, Mike is not the boss.
All men are.
He said that's the cemetery that we were going to do. Okay, yeah. I don't think we ever went to that cemetery. We went to a cemetery. Oh, no, we did. That was the one we did with Tony on Halloween night, yeah. I think. We did a Halloween night.
Yeah, that's not I use the Phasma box. Mm-hmm. You know what? I had to stop using the Phasma box on my DJ computer. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, since I downloaded that thing and then used it, my laptop has been.
It was acting up. Yeah. So is it a coincidence that it was?
Oh, y'all getting a boyfriend texting her?
Yeah, right. I'm getting all these virus-like spam text messages. What was I saying? Oh, the program that you put on your computer.
Yeah, the Phasma box.
Yeah. Is it a coincidence? Is it just the program that messed it up?
The last time I used it was in the cemetery over here. And ever since that night, my laptop hasn't been acting right.
Gotta get Mike in the picture.
He said, do you what? Leave the apps. Oh, who said that?
Cat.
Yes, actually we do, because I was explaining on YouTube earlier how an app led us to my dad's grave. So I think sometimes I think something can come through those apps, but I don't think all the time it happens. Because we done been in different places and you get the same exact words coming out. And it's crazy because we was
really
doing an investigation. I think we was down in Pompano at Florence Evans from Good Times. we had went to her real name is Esther. What's her real name?
Don't remember. Asked her something.
Esther something. But and when some had came across, I was using the necrophonic. No, I'm sorry, I was using the ghost talker, and some had came across, and I said, well, we this the same words that came across before on at another place we did, and right after I said that, the name Isaac came across, and Isaac is buried right next to Esther, which is Florida Evans from Good Times. It's her brother.
Kind of zigzag.
It's her brother, and he's buried right next to her. So I thought that was kind of interesting for that name to come across the ghost talk. This, what is it? Spirit Talk. Spirit Talk app. So I thought that was kind of unique. And we had another name came across, which was something Johnson. And it was crazy because we was looking at they got some real big iguanas down south Florida. I mean big iguanas. But anyway, and something Johnson came across the full name, and we happened to walk right up on that grave with the full name of whatever it was Johnson. And I thought that was kind of unique. So I think these apps can be manipulated sometimes. So I think some of them do work.
Yeah, it's kind of like a 50-50 with those apps. Some of them are crap. Sometimes it seems like we're getting intelligent responses, and then it could be a coincidence. People are like, "Oh, there's no such thing as a coincidence." Sometimes it could just be a coincidence.
I don't understand how some of them. I mean, just like my dad, just like when we was at my dad's grave, the app I think it said go to your left. So Drina ended up going to her left. So she was literally standing right in front of my dad's grave, and the app literally said behind you. So how could that be a coincidence?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? It literally said behind you. And when she turned around, the grave was right there behind her. Literally. Like she could have stepped on it. You know what I mean? So
Lady Jack says, I don't believe in coincidence. I believe whoever we're supposed to meet or see is supposed to be. You're supposed to meet people on your path of life that you are meant to meet. That's what she believes. Got Jilly in the building. Thank you for subscribing. She's one of our newer subscribers. Well, says, don't worry, Mike. I'll summon Crocodile Dundee for the gators. Oh, because Jack said she don't want to go hunting anywhere near water. And she said the best collab she's going to do is going to be with Chris, Tony, and Joe. That's the best collab.
Oh, excuse me.
You see how she left us out?
I see that.
I know she was just kidding.
I see that. It's okay. Blocker. Someone said they want to do a collab. Went to Fort Christmas. Yeah, Tony had went to Christmas as well. He did some house over there, but we never went.
Lady Jack says, I have something called the Echo Box. I think it's $20. Mine was gifted to me by another paranormal investigator, but whatever you get on that is what you hear. There's no program words. Yeah, I think you mentioned that Echo Box before. Dang, it's 3 a.m. there. Thank you so much for joining. I know you're tired. So that's not a night.
Somebody said, hey, more black paranormals.
More black
yes.
paranormals. Yes, we are.
Yes, sir. Oh, man. It's B. Brooks. It's a lady. Can't really tell.
Look at this.
Oh, hey.
It's a lady.
It's a lady.
It's a beautiful lady.
I hope you ain't no kidding my baby mama. Her last name Brooks.
Anyways.
How you doing?
Okay. You said us too. I'm sorry. I didn't see that part.
What?
Nothing. Lady Jax.
What'd you say?
She said, I ain't gonna be the only female out there. I'm always the only female out there.
Yeah.
Well, if
But
Jen
we're
comes,
actually on YouTube as well, so we're trying to do YouTube Live and also TikTok Live. But yes,
that
we're
would be nice if y'all
we-
could get us to 5K. If y'all hit that like button, hit them likes.
yeah, we've been doing paranormal for a while now.
Yeah, we're on TikTok too, Jilly.
And we're on TikTok.
She said, I'm wide awake. It's 3 a.m. over there in England. She's so wide awake. Wolf says, hail, Jilly. Which is so weird, Wolf. When we are talking to you on StreamYard, I can read all of your comments with no issues. But once I switch over to the YouTube app, all of your stuff is squares and symbols.
That's the aliens. Don't worry about it.
Lady Jack said, yeah, 2 of us will be better. Yep, much better. What's your name, please? I'm Drina, and this is Mike.
Sexy Mike, thank you.
I'm Drina, and this is Mike.
Sexy Mike.
Anyways.
They call me Big Mike.
B. Brooks said, how do you prefer it? I use Vox for content, but I'm old school. I don't think we've never used the Vox box. One of our subscribers over on YouTube, or on YouTube Live as well, she has the Vox box.
I got the Vox box, I think.
Do you?
Phone.
You have the app?
Yeah, I think I do.
But when it comes to paranormal or ghost hunting, we really like the old school stuff. We do use the apps, but our number one, I think, best response is recorded sessions, when you just record and play back. And
yeah, because me personally, I think, doing the voice recorder, there's no way it can be manipulated as far as just random words. Because if it comes to that voice recorder, that means it has to be right there with you. You know what I mean? That's the only way. But I want to do an experiment. I'm not going to
she's
tell.
in Alabama.
Okay. I want to do an experience. I'm not going to tell nobody what it is, because I don't want nobody to bite my
You don't want
style.
to bite them.
And then when I do it, everybody going to try it. Sure is.
Lord.
And I'm going to do it in the graveyard too.
Oh, okay. My bad, Jilly. She said on TikTok. So on all social media platforms, we're the same. You're going to find us under Drina and Mike's Paranormal on TikTok, on Facebook, and on Instagram. I think that's all we have right now. Mike wanted us to get something else, but I was like, yeah, it's too much.
What I want to get. Well, that was because when TikTok
we thought TikTok was going down. I knew TikTok wasn't going nowhere. Lady Check said, I told him nobody can read that crap. I don't hear too good. I tell him that all the time. Can't nobody read what you're writing. Well, we can read it on StreamYard, but once it's over and done, I can't really read. I think you might be able to bring it up in just the regular comments.
Yeah, we used to use Necrometer. Matter of fact, that was the app that led us to my dad's grave. But Drina, she has it on her phone, but she don't use it. She was sharing it with me, but she's a punk. She's a punk.
Yeah, Mike has all these apps on his phone, and it was trying to charge my card for your renewals. I don't know.
No, that was on the Necrometer. That's because you shared
that. Is it that? I thought it was everything, though.
No, that's the only one you shared with.
Gotcha.
Yeah, trying to blame me for them trying to take your little money. Child, please.
Don't blow up his head, Lady Jax.
What happened? What she said? What she said, girl? Yeah, big, sexy, paranormal security, man. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
That is the best. So the voice recorder is definitely the best.
Yeah.
Brian said he has a psychic. That the psychic guy that was with you guys the night that you came with us. He's really good. I wonder if that's your friend that you're talking about, Brian.
The one that was talking about my mom?
Yeah. I'm ready for the cool. I want the cool to stay, I should say, because today was humid.
What?
It felt like summer again in Florida. Right now we're not gonna do any recorded sessions. Kelly and Elizabeth, we were just talking about our pretty much best ways.
But we're definitely we're gonna try something new.
Yeah, go and add us, Jilly, on any other platform you want.
We're gonna try something new. We got a couple unsolved murders here in Bradenton, and
You haven't seen Mike in action, Jilly. She says she loves watching us because we're so calm. Mike is the hype man. I'm the more mellow, laid back.
Scariest.
Let's chill.
Whatever. Scariest.
Let's
But
settle
anyway,
down.
Drina been finding these unsolved mysteries, unsolved murders here in Bradenton. So we're trying to
Yeah.
find the graves where these people are buried at, and we're going to try to do an investigation of the spirit, and try to find out. We can find out who killed them. I think that'd be unique, something different. Yeah. So what do y'all think about that? Mm-hmm.
The Barbara Mizzell feud. Never heard of it. How you like it? I've never heard of that either.
What?
Brian said they did some history research and looked up the Barbara Mizzell feud. In the Appalachian.
Apple. Yeah, but you know what? That place is the Appalachian Mountains, right? I was watching YouTube, and that place is really haunted. You know how many people have lost their lives and died in there?
Right.
You know?
Oh, you need to upload your videos, Lady Jax. Lewis Carroll's grave. Well, I read yesterday on an article on.
They said they use the obvious a lot.
On our local.
I have the obvious like on my phone, but I don't use it that much.
You gotta see where it says new messages.
Let me try to tell you how to do in front of people. Trying to make it look retarded or something. Girl.
Don't say that. He's so old.
Oh, thank you for the follow. It is back over here.
Yeah, so I was saying I was reading because I'm starting to find myself drawn into these true crime stories. But a random one popped up that's in our county that happened. I had never heard of the story before. Yeah, it was a missing person report that was out for this lady. And yesterday they posted in the sheriff's department that they canceled the missing. They canceled it. They didn't find, well, they said they didn't find her,
right,
but they pretty much deemed her as deceased. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. How is that possible? So then they had a part that was highlighted. It said the possible evidence that was found was that she didn't show up for work. And they said she was always one of those punctual people. She was there on time all the time. She would never miss a day. And she missed 2 days. The second day that she didn't show, no call, they called her to make sure everything was okay. Said that they didn't get a response. And they ended up getting a phone call from someone posing as her. But the lady that spoke to her knew her voice and knew that wasn't her on the phone. So that threw up a red flag for them. And then they called next of kin, which was her brother, called him. He was like, oh yeah, he said that she had went out of town or something like that. So then they said the next evidence was.
Well, every time they called, he kept giving excuses. He would
give excuses. He would change up his excuse as well as why she wasn't at work. And then they said they seen her enter her brother's apartment, but she never exited the apartment. And the next day, I think it was, they seen her brother dragging out what seemed to be a heavy black garbage bag. Why they always got to use black garbage bags?
Because
Oh, that's a 30-gallon bag. Yeah.
Commercial.
So he was trying to pull out a heavy garbage bag. And yeah,
The bottom line is they never found the body. Then he ended up committing suicide.
they found all kinds of like, what are those saws?
Yeah,
Hacksaws and stuff
yeah.
in his apartment. So he dismembered her body and put it in a bag and drug her body to wherever he drug her at. And then he ended up doing himself away. So pretty crazy. And I never heard of it. And then I told Mike there was another one today that I saw of a lady that lived not too far away from us, and she was in an apartment complex, and they never found her
Killer.
Yeah. So that's an unsolved mystery. Yeah, he did. We'll say unalived because we're on TikTok. So yeah, he did unalive her, unfortunately, her own brother, and then he unalived himself. Oh, jeez. Well said. I found out today that near his job site, someone got ran over and was unalived instantly Saturday. Jeez. A couple weeks ago, someone was, jeez. It's a little violent over there. Aren't y'all over in Arkansas? That's a wild, wild west. What happened to my tea?
It evaporated.
Like then,
Where you get tea from anyway? It wasn't in the freezer. Did you make it?
no, I brought it home from work.
That's how
My
we
tea
did
from
it.
lunch.
But you know that's got what's called that. Did you read the ingredients?
Mm-mm. He said, "Is that Long Island iced tea?"
It's called
It's
Arizona.
the Arizona green tea. You're so funny. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Cats 5 said, y'all hear about the 2 bodies found underneath the plane compartment? I heard
Yeah.
about that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, young people too.
I think they obviously, I'm on your TikTok. Thank you, Jilly. They didn't know there's what happens when you go up, when you get up in the air. Like there's not that much oxygen, if any.
Well, no, I think it's the speed. I think
it's the oxygen levels.
No, I think it's the speed.
That's why if something happens in that cabin, what drops down, get those oxygen masks.
Right, because of the speed.
I think when you go up, there's no oxygen hardly.
Because of the speed. Do you realize
They go really
you can
fast.
suffocate if you get enough wind going up your nose?
Yeah, it is.
Exactly.
Wolf had 2 beers today when he got home. Laura said she didn't know what Long Island iced tea was, put sugar in it, thought it was regular iced tea. But that tasted good.
No, that probably made it higher. You know, do you realize you can make a alcohol drink with a beverage, like a fruit beverage,
Oh, thank you.
sugar and yeast? Yeah.
You can do what?
You can make an alcohol beverage out of orange juice, sugar, and yeast.
I'm not gonna drink it. What's a geek tea though?
Huh?
Oh, a gift. You sent us a gift. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate that. Let's see what your name is over here.
Oh, somebody sent us again.
Yeah. Necrophonic Twins. Okay, Necrophonic Twins. That's you. Jilly England. She's on our TikTok. Brian said Natty Ice.
nutty
They talking about hunch punch is what we called it back home in Georgia.
ice.
Oh, the drink that Mike's talking about, that was called hunch punch. Because you make the yeast makes like
Yeah, the same thing we put in beer.
right.
Yeah. But I was shocked when I found they put sugar in it.
Hey Julie.
Yeah, they put sugar in it. And just those 3 items.
Thank you for the gift. We appreciate that.
Yeah, just those 3 items. Thank you very much.
I am not making no homemade.
But you gotta let it sit like overnight. What you do, you put it in the bottle, right? You put like a cup of sugar in it. You put like a half a teaspoon. It depends how strong you want it. You put a half a tablespoon of yeast in it, right? You shake it up real good, and then you release.
Okay.
You release the cap a little bit
Right.
for the air to
It's gonna go out.
right. But you gotta let it sit, and you
Right.
know it's ready to drink when it stopped bubbling, baby.
Ew.
Ew, I gotta try it.
Us ladies are familiar with that, like the hooch. If you're familiar with sourdough bread, it makes its own hooch, which is like an alcoholic drink because of the yeast buildup.
Sourdough bread, I gotta start eating that then.
Ah,
The legal drinking way. Yeah, I can drink and drive. I mean,
make your own hooch. Brian said they make theirs in a 5-gallon bucket.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Shoot, you make your moonshine.
Dang.
Moonshine.
So I am going to share this real quick. I don't think I ever shared it. And see if anybody is on live that would like to come in and chat and share your story with us. We'd love to hear your story tonight. I did have one more video I wanted to share with you guys as well. So hopefully I'll get that out before we leave. That video is a little bit longer. I think it's maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes. And just get your input on it. It's kind of like going around on TikTok right now.
Which one is that?
It's a lady. I'll share it. Brian said if you use fruit, you don't need sugar.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the guy seen making it. That's what I get from YouTube. The guy seen making it. That's what he used. He used it. Pineapple juice was one. He used apple juice and orange juice.
Thank y'all.
There was another one too.
Almost got us to 5K. Get us up to 5K. Keep giving us those likes over here. We appreciate that. Did y'all know y'all can do the same on YouTube now? They have this thing where you can like send us gems. You can send us.
Yeah, but you on what y'all? You're not on YouTube.
Hearts and likes. We are on YouTube because if you go on your YouTube, you can see us.
But you're using StreamYard.
Yeah, but it's still the same effect.
Oh. Okay.
We just can't see it, but they're still doing it over there.
Oh.
Yeah.
So give us a whole lot
you can.
hearts.
Go give us a lot of hearts over there. Give us some hearts and some likes, guys. We appreciate it. Thanks, Cats 5. Cats 5 is over there tapping away. He said, "It's me. What's going on, Wolf?" We got Wolf over here on TikTok as well. Double watching us. We appreciate that. Are you tapping that like?
Girl, I'm tapping.
Mike's over here tapping the hearts. Tap those hearts. If you're on mobile app, if you're on watching us on your TV, of course you can't do it, but you could turn off the audio though. Surely not. Echoing.
Leave my phone alone.
It's loud now. Usually you can't hear nothing on Mike's phone. Right now it's really loud.
I've been trying to want me to tap everything. I'm giving you everything.
Appreciate you, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, let's get us to 10K. Wolf said I got one phone and 2 screens. All right. Y'all are funny. We appreciate the support, man. Y'all
gotta give me everything.
Y'all
I
are the
gotta
best.
pay my child support. So y'all need to come on now.
He ain't even kidding. He ain't lying.
Come on now.
He is not lying. So here I'm going to go ahead and play this other video for you guys. Because
Madam Top Tech, Madam Tap. Oh, that's technique.
Yeah, Cat 5 is on there on YouTube.
How you found her? Ain't nobody her.
Shut up, you wish.
Girl, that's my ex.
Anyways. Okay, we got Jilly up. I'm glad you joined, Jilly, because I was getting ready to press that play button. So we're gonna bring Jilly up so she
So
can
we're doing live on YouTube as well.
Hey,
You guys
Joey.
on TikTok,
Hello, you guys. Hello.
all you have to do is come over to YouTube and we'll put you on live.
Hey, Jilly.
How are you? You okay?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
So
Thank you for joining.
I don't want to stop you from playing your video though.
Oh no. You're good. You're good. No, I
Okay.
would rather take someone and have them come on and share a story if they have one first before I played the video, but nobody was coming up, so that's the only reason I was gonna play it.
Okay, I'm in bed at the moment, so therefore I don't have my camera on. Okay.
That's
But,
okay.
as you can appreciate, it is now 3:25 in the morning. So my story goes way back from age 5, and I do have an attachment that's attached to me. Has been for the last 50 odd years.
Oh wow.
And how it started, and I'm going to try and be as brief as I can because obviously it's too long, but back in the 70s, we played the Ouija board. And I come from, they passed away now, but I had two brothers and a sister and myself, and I'm the youngest. And my family played the Ouija board. Back then, it was looked at as like a game,
Right.
wasn't really looked at anything dangerous or anything like that. So, being quite an inquisitive child, I just kept asking to play it all the time. So they did let me play it at a very young age. And it was every Friday and Saturday, like clockwork,
Wow.
they played.
So were your parents in on playing with the Ouija board?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
All of us. Even I can remember aunties coming, and because they bought this board. Like I said, back then it was like you were playing Monopoly. I started to have sort of things happen to me. And this one particular time, and I'm saying roughly around 5, I seen what I can only describe as a monk at the bottom of my bed. And I was terrified. And I hid under the blankets. And after a while, plucked up courage to run to my mum and dad's room, telling them that I had someone at the bottom of my bed, and I was screaming and crying. Consequently, he come back into this monk. And I didn't want to sleep in that room, kicked up a fuss, was crying. I used to have to sleep with them. Moving forward, he's never left me.
Wow.
I know his name. I've caught him on a live because I've been on YouTube. Well, I've been on YouTube quite some time. So I'm with I have a partners who will go on YouTube with and TikTok. And going back 5 years ago, it was in January, we caught him on our live on YouTube. You can actually go and see it.
Really?
So, yeah, you can go and see it on a live. That particular night when we did this live, my YouTube partner seen it because, as yourselves, I was watching it on TV, but it's a couple of seconds behind, isn't it? And I had the phone in front of me, and I'm in one part of the screen, my partner's in the other. And she said, timestamp that, something's just run past Jilly. And I didn't feel anything. Didn't see it, but I knew. I thought, is it Julian? Didn't know, because I've had spirits around me all my life. So I went over the footage and my eyes watered, because I thought, you know what, I've been telling people all my life about
Wow.
this monk, and I finally caught him on my live.
Wow.
So that piece of footage has gone literally all over the place, you know, to professionals to have a look at it.
I would love if you share a link in the comments on our live to your video.
Bear with me a second.
I don't know. Well, yeah, YouTube should allow it. Sometimes they won't allow you to share links of videos. If not, you can always message it to us and we can share it out for
Yeah,
you.
no problem. A lot of people I've shared it with, you know, professional people all over the world. Don't know whether you know who Barry Guy is. So
Buddy.
Barry Guy's from the UK, and he does Help My House is Haunted
Oh,
in
okay.
the UK television program. Well, we studied with him way back, and it went to him as well. And he was that impressed by it. He said, "We're going to have to do a series on your house and do all that." But COVID hit, didn't it? COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And like everyone, we couldn't go out and film. We were stuck in the house.
Right.
And that's we come to catch him, because I never planned to do anything in my house. It was always investigating and go out. But anyway, through COVID, I caught him because I investigated in my house. We had the cameras everywhere. So I can sort of, if you give me a sec, while I just look for it.
So even when you leave your home, do you feel like this attachment follows you outside of the house or
He comes absolutely everywhere with me.
everywhere?
Everywhere. I've caught him in the background when I've been doing filming. I live, how can I say this? But the place I live, I have quite an old place near me, and it's got a haunted maze. I've caught him around there in the background, and I've got it on YouTube. They're all on YouTube. Yeah.
Wow.
So it led me into the paranormal, obviously, because of what I could see, what I could hear. Can't hear all the time. It's just sometimes things will come to me. And Julian, I don't see him all the time. My grandkids have seen him. My grandkids won't stay here.
Oh, wow.
It's just an ongoing. You can imagine it's a lot of years.
Right.
He has hurt me. So
He's hurt you?
He's hurt me, yeah, a few times. So he's burnt the back of my neck twice. And when I say burned, I woke up to go to the toilet, and I felt a pain at the back of my neck. I've got all the proof. And it was my partner, because I asked my partner, I said, "What's that on the back of my neck? I can't really see it in the mirror." And he said, "Jesus Christ," he said, "what have you done?" I said, "It's killing me." He said, "It's burning." So I showed all, because I have like a team on TikTok, and I showed them all, and they were like, "Geez, that looks like a rope burn of some sort." So he did that. I think that was last year. 2 months or 3 months after that, he did it again.
Oh, wow.
Twice.
Wow.
I've had scratches. The worst ones I ever had were right down from the back, right the way down my back. This is while I'm in bed. He gets me when I'm in bed, but knowing now what I know is you're the most vulnerable when you're in bed. That's when they tend to attack. Spirits tend to attack when you're in bed. And that's when he doesn't attack me. Yeah, that's been my experience throughout my life. Yeah.
Wow. Have you ever tried to, well, I'm sure you have after so many years, have tried to have him removed or like?
So going back throughout sort of my teenage years and going into my 20s and where have you, I'd had children. I had 2 children then. They seen him then. I've moved around a bit. My kids have grown up now and they've got their kids.
Mhm.
But back then, they seen things sat on my bed, and it's just an ongoing saga. And I've had priest, I've had it blessed. Not this house, but the house that he did the most in, which was the house before this one.
Mhm.
I had to have it blessed. It went really quiet, right? For it must have been a couple of months, and then wham, bam, things happen that you wouldn't believe, and I can't discuss it on a live.
Right.
It's that bad. It's that bad, yeah. And it was to my son and to my daughter. Yeah.
Wow.
And I
Jeez.
know it sounds unbelievable, this, but once you get to know me, you'll know. Everyone knows that is close to me know they've seen things and been with me, you know.
Wow.
And I need my story to be told. I need to tell people that there are things out there that are dark, are very dark.
Mhm.
And sometimes we don't know what we're dealing with.
Mhm.
I won't touch a Ouija board now. I will not touch one.
Yeah, we've never had a desire to touch a Ouija board.
No.
I've only heard bad things about Ouija boards and don't want to have any parts of it. And I know even what we do, like just the simplest ghost hunts that we do go on, that we
Mhm.
pick and choose if we ever get an attachment, if it's a good or a bad one. It's just we're putting ourselves kind of in that.
Oh, absolutely. Every paranormal investigator puts themselves on that line and they don't realise. I've
Right.
been doing it for 50 odd years. So when I was 28, I made it my job. This is my job. So I
Really.
made it my job, yeah, to scientifically, I do debunk. I'm not, do you know what I mean? That's why I like you guys, because you do it and you're going around, and the way I've watched you a few times, and the way you investigate, I liked it.
Mhm.
And I know you don't fake, because there are a lot of fakes around, as we know.
Right.
The proof is we keep getting that. People like us are we're trying to find answers, because if you've experienced something, you want to find out, right? You've seen
Right.
it, you know it's there,
Right.
and you're
It's
trying to a
it's
non-believer, it's hard to a non-believer.
right. Yeah. It's almost like, well, to us, I know to me, like it was a curiosity because we both experienced things in the past and we wanted to know more and we wanted to share with, like you say, non believers that don't believe in spirits, that there are things around us that
Mm,
we may not see or can touch, physically touch, but and I don't
absolutely.
believe they're all bad spirits,
Oh
unfortunately.
no, no,
Yeah,
absolutely not. No, I totally agree with that. They're not all bad spirits at all. You know,
right,
not everything's a demon. You know, when you get some, should I say, ghost adventurers, Zach Bagans, everything's sort of a demon. But I think he's gone that far into it now. That's all he sees. He just sees the demons. Whereas myself, I know there's good spirits.
right.
So I lost my mum last June, and
So sorry.
it's fine. She was like, I'd lost my dad when I was in my 20s, then my mum last year. So she was like my best friend. And it's hard for me because I do this as a job and I get the spirit box. And my brother, because I've lost a brother as well, but the other brother said, if mum's going to come to anyone, she's going to come to you, because I talk to the spirits. But I can tell you truthfully, my mum hasn't come to me, right?
Right. Yeah.
Tonight, I get a phone call off my 15-year-old granddaughter telling me that her nan, my mum, come to visit her tonight and said her name. So I'm thinking, because she's 15, she's going through like that teenage problems. And I've been worried about her.
Hmm.
So my granddaughter rung me pretty late and she said, Nan, I think Nanny's been here. And I said, wow. And she said, because she said my name, and she said, it was Nan because she was breathless. And my mum was very breathless. She said it was her voice. So I said, well, don't worry, because she's obviously trying to get, this is why you've probably called me to talk to me. Sorry, you can hear my partner in the background. He's got his headphones on and he's laughing at a program.
Oh,
He doesn't even know I'm live. I just decided to come. So he's in the background and he's sniggering away.
I'm like, do we hear something in the background of your video? Of you
No. He's watching something else.
Okay.
He doesn't, even though he's been with me, he knows it's about and things have happened, but he's kind of the non-believer.
Really?
Yes. He leaves me to whatever I do. He leaves me to it. He has come out to see the history, but he doesn't get involved. I wish he did, but he doesn't. So it's just me and obviously my people I know, and that's it. Yeah. I could tell you some stories. I'm just looking. Sorry, I don't want to hold you up, but I'm just looking for the video.
You're fine.
But yeah, I've led an interesting life. See, he's laughing at something. He's watching something.
Okay, I'm glad you explained
And
that.
he doesn't. It's not Julian. No, it's not Julian. But he doesn't know I'm live. He's looking at me. He's got headphones on, and he's looking at me, wondering who I'm talking to.
Like, is she going crazy? What's going on over there?
Oh dear God. Dear God.
You guys are night owls, huh?
Yeah, very much. Well, it's how I live my life as well, because I'm always out investigating or something. So I'm used to it. I'm wide awake at this time. Used to it.
So do you have a YouTube channel? Is it Jilly England?
I have 3.
Oh, you have
that sounds creepy, doesn't it? So I've got this the Jilly England one. My YouTube, you'll find it if you go on the it'll tell you everything about me in my bio. Almost as much as I could put in there, because you only can put so many words. And then there'll be Becky's. So Becky's my YouTube partner who I'll go out with. Not all the time, because sometimes we do things separately. I do go out alone as well. I don't have. When I talk about a team, that team is just on my live on TikTok, because I do lives on TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah. But I usually like to go on my own. No contamination, no nothing. Get the evidence.
Right. You get more clear evidence.
I am a bit of a gutsy lady. Well, I've faced, if I can face Julian, I can face anything.
Let me ask you this. How did you know his name is Julian, or did he?
Good question. Okay. So when I was in my 20s, I got someone out. Believe it or not, before I'd become a paranormal investigator, I got a team out to my house. And with that team come a medium. Right? He didn't know a thing about me, because I'm very reluctant on sharing information with mediums. And he looked at me and he went, they come in the living room, there was 4 of them all together, the others were cameramen, and he said, "You're like me." And I went, "What do you mean?" He said, "You're just like me." And he said, "You don't even know it, and you're gifted." And I went, "I don't want it." Back then I didn't want it. I was fed up of seeing Julian, fed up of seeing other spirits.
Right.
And he said, "I can help you." And I went, "No, it's okay. I'm fine. I just want you to tell me if I'm going mad or something." I've had it since a little girl, but I didn't tell him what. He goes up the stairs, and one incident that I'll never forget, and this is where I drew the line. He got into bed with me and he touched me. And that's where then I drew the line. I said, there's no more. You get, when you feel something but you can't, I couldn't see him. I just felt the bed go down.
Right.
And I felt him touch.
Wow.
I was lying on my side and he touched my hip, and I froze. It was just horrible. And I said, enough's enough. And that's when I got the paranormal team out. So when he come up, he went through all different things with me, and he went, and by the way, he's a monk. He's a medieval monk. His name's Julian. He just reeled it all off. He said, but he's not nice. He's nasty. And the one that got me is he said he wants to rapeu.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow.
I actually burst into tears, because for the first time I met someone that was telling me what I already sort of knew, but couldn't tell people.
Mm-hmm.
How can you go up to people and go, oh yeah, I've got this spirit and he wants to do this, you know? I know it just sounds unbelievable, but this is the truth. This is my truth and what I've experienced throughout my life. And they told me the name, they told me everything, literally. And he said, it's not the house he's come with, he's attached to you. You have this attachment. So then I said, well, what can I do? I don't want him. He needs to go. So they were giving me all these numbers and people who they were saying, like, these people are good. And that's when I had my house blessed. But like I said, he came back with a vengeance. And I'll have to tell you that another time, not on a live. Yeah.
Okay.
Really bad. Really bad. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That bad upsets me if I talk about it. Yeah. And you can think about coincidences and all that, but end of the day, I know what he's capable of. So how I've sort of protected myself now, I've had to be strong,
Mm-hmm.
and I've had to stand up to him,
Mm.
which is hard, but I've done it now. And I've done that for the last, I don't know, 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And you know, I've got all different videos throughout the years, different things, but we've caught him. We've caught him on a live, and you just can't get anything better than that on a live.
Does he come through as like a dark shadow or someone in a cloak?
He's very sort of, like, I do have a little shadow, but I don't know who that is. I can't find out who this little shadow is. There's a video on that, but he's huge. A bit like a hatman, but not a hat. You can see see it's a monk. You can see because it's the hood. Oh, I've caught him. I do have a crystal ball. I've caught him in my crystal ball. I've got pictures and everything to show. You know, if you're interested, I can show you them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there's just all. I've got so much on him that we've all caught on a live. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got, I think there's over 200 videos, so I'm trying to, there's all different ones I've got, but it should be under, it's the Shadow Man. You might have to scroll down. I'll see if I can get the link. Right, so there's one where I talk through it and I put the pictures up. Then there's another one where it shows you where I'm on a live on YouTube. So hang on, is this it? This is where I talk through it. So there's that one. So what I'll do. Right, this is it. I've got it. Right, so this is it. Remember, it's hours and hours and hours live, and I took this out.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see if I can do this now, if I can put it in.
Is this the one where you're talking through it and pointing it out?
No, this is the actual live.
Okay.
This is the actual live, yeah. I've got to get back now to you. Hang on. Wait. I've got to find you. Hang on. You should come up here. I'm gonna have to put you in on Mike. It should come up. Right, so there we go. Right. So let's hope I've done this right. I'm trying to share this.
10K. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, you're 10K on TikTok?
Yeah, she got us up to 10K. Just likes, not followers, subscribers, but likes.
Yeah. That means you go on the FYP page now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you want to know anything about TikTok, I know everything about the TikTok
Really?
changes all the time with analytics. Yeah, oh, it's crazy.
We haven't been really going live that much. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, we haven't been really going live too much on TikTok.
Right, it's a good idea doing.
I told Mike we should do it a little bit more just to get our name out there because it does bring us new subscribers for YouTube.
Absolutely. I'm trying to put this in and it's weird. It's like not letting me. Isn't that weird?
Yeah,
Julian, what are you doing? He's stopping me or something.
What? I think YouTube sometimes blocks when people.
What it could be. It could very well be, you know.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
but I'm on Facebook and I'm under Jilly England. And what I generally do, any pictures or anything, people, if they catch them in my lives, they'll send them me. I'm not a mither or anything like that, you know. So you only get some people always messaging you. I'm not like that. Whatever, if it's to do with the paranormal,
right?
You know, I'm so busy, honestly, with everything. But I was just looking through YouTube and I thought, oh, you guys are live. So I wanted to just come and say hi, you know.
So glad you were able to come in and speak to us. Yeah. But I'm going to send you a thing on Facebook here.
Sure. So I'm
going to get. What'd you say?
I can name. Right, Jilly England. So it's with a J. Oh. Not with a G, with a J. And then England separate. Right, I'm in that now, so I should see you come up, and then I'll tell you what, I can put it in the DM, and then you can get it that way. That's what I'll do. So you'll come up with your name on here, won't you?
Yeah, Drina and Mike's Paranormal.
Okay.
I see a little girl. Is there a little girl as your profile?
No. So it's the same one I've got in here, but it's off-centered. The Necrophonic Twins. You should see the pentagram with the Necrophonic Twins around it.
And you said it's 2 separate words?
Altogether, it goes round in a circle. But you're looking for Jilly England.
Jilly England, is it 1 word or 2 words?
It's, do you know what? I don't know. Hang on. I'm just thinking now. I think it's 2 words. It's 2 words.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's not coming up.
Hang on. Yeah, Jilly England. So it's Jilly, separate, and then England. Yeah. Facebook. Oh.
Well, maybe you can send us friends.
Right, okay. So it's just the same as on here then. Your name, yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So your name is spelled how?
Drena.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. When I typed it together, it popped up. I got you.
You got me. You
Okay.
got me. See, it's a lot easier for me. It is a lot easier, and I think they do stop. You putting stuff in, don't they? Right. So just wait for you to pop up there, and hang on.
Let's me.
Is it letting you or?
I see your post. I can see your photos.
Yeah.
It doesn't give me like an option to.
Is there no like two little people together
Yeah.
at the top? Right. Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That you've got it. So it
It
should
is-
be there. Add friend or
Yeah. It doesn't give me that option for some reason.
what's that? Settings.
Just says
Let me see if I can
it's weird.
find you.
And it can't be because you're overseas because
No, because I have a lot of you're from
yeah.
America. I have a lot of friends over there. So D.
Thank you, Cat 5. Woohoo! I bet y'all's thumbs are tired. Thank you guys. So
That when I'm on my live on TikTok, I'm like tap tap tap. Don't forget to keep tapping.
tapping away.
Poor
Hey,
things. Yeah.
KP. It won't. Yeah, it won't give me the option to.
I've got it. And guess what? I must have followed you. Right. We are friends already.
Oh, are we?
Yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm going to send you a message. I'll just put hi there. Okay. Right. That's gone in. Now, whether you've got to accept that, I don't know. And then what I'll do is, as soon as you've got that, I can put my link in. Can you not see it? Or
Yeah, I don't think it's on my tablet. I'll have to wait till I get off and get on my phone.
So you're 475 followers, yeah? Is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, because it's leading me to your YouTube as well on there.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
It's definitely you, yeah, and we are friends. So what? I think that's what I did because from Joe's, I thought I need to grab you guys up,
Okay.
and that's what I did. I thought, no, I like you guys, and I need to go and find you. And I think that's what I did that day. Is it yesterday? I can't remember now. But what I'll do is, I think it's not going to show you in here.
No.
So
But
whenever
what,
you live again,
what you can do, hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can do it on another page.
you could go into my YouTube and you can do
Right.
it that way, but you'd have to go and look for it. There's like many.
What is it titled?
Right. So let me go and get it. Hang on. I've got to go back on myself. I've got two phones. Yeah.
We got
All
people.
those paranormal investigators should have two phones because one's handy, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, we have two additional phones just for paranormal stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you from Florida as well?
Pretty
Or
much.
not?
I've been here
Oh,
much
right.
of my life. Yeah. I'm originally from Carolina, but I lived there until I was 3, and then I ended up moving here.
Oh, cool. That's cool. So what made yourself go into it, the paranormal? Well, I'm just looking.
I had a few incidents when I was younger, but the one that really stuck with me was a house that I lived in. There was I felt like there was some type of attachment to the house. There was weird things going on around the house.
Right.
The water would turn on all the time by itself.
Oh, right.
like I would catch, like I would catch orbs. I would catch an orb. I
Mm.
had got a new camera. I had got uh, one of the newer cameras that came out at the time. It was like a little
Mm.
Nokia, little small camera, and I thought it was the best thing. So I would start taking pictures like crazy because I was going on a trip to New York, and
Mm.
so I would use that camera all the time. But anytime I used that camera inside the house, there was always this one orb, and it was so big and so bright, but it was see through. You could still see through it, and
Right.
that orb would always be in my picture. There was one time I was taking a picture of my kids. They were all like they were sleeping in the living room. So I was trying to take a picture of it, and the orb was there. And then every
Mm.
time I would take another picture, the orb would get closer and closer and closer to me. So that freaked me out. Um,
Mm.
and then the attic in that house, I don't like attics, and I don't
All
like
right.
basements. So
Right.
when we moved in the house, the only way you could get to the attic was from my bedroom closet, and it didn't have the type of steps that you pull down. The steps were already there, but you would have to step up on like this. It was like a 2-foot box. You would have to step up on top of that to get to the steps.
Mm.
So I just decided to put my dresser in front of that closet door since we weren't going to go up in there at all. And I just wanted to
Mm.
block off the attic. So I was coming home one night, and you know how you can kind of see the attic window from outside. Well, the light
Right.
was on in the attic, and I was just like, why is that light on? Nobody was up there. My kids, it was just me and my kids in the house. So that
Right.
freaked me out. And I built up the courage the next day. I had to wait to go up there and actually turn it off. And because there was no
Right.
light switch below to turn off the light, you had to actually physically go up there, and I
You
had
had
a
to
pull
go up
chain.
there.
So when I went up there, um, I found like a bunch of old personal items from my landlord and her family that used to live in the house. And I
Right.
had asked her about the house, um, and like the previous owners or anything ever happened around the house. And she did
Mm.
mention to me that her grandfather, they lived in the house next to us. And
Mm.
she said his wife passed away in the house. So I don't know. I never felt like it was anything evil or bad. Um, I just felt like it wanted us to know that it was there. Like it wanted us to know the presence was there. My friend would come over, my girlfriend would come over, and she told me a couple times when she walked in the house, it just feels like somebody's always watching you. Like you just feel the energy, like weight on you when you came in the house. Um, and then when we left, my daughter's bedroom, in my daughter's bedroom, we were gone for a week. We had moved out, and my lord, he had spoke to me, and he said, "Why didn't you tell me about the leak in the house?" And I said, We didn't have a leak in the house. I'm not sure what you're talking about." And he said, "Well," he said, "I went to go like walk around the house and stuff." And he said, "The bedroom, the front bedroom, which was where my daughter slept at," he said the ceiling had collapsed in the bedroom. And I said, "Well, we never had any issues. The ceiling wasn't wet or anything. So I don't understand how the ceiling could just collapse like that." And he was like, "I don't know." So I don't know if that had something to do with it or what, but it just was a freaky feeling house. And for the water to constantly turn on, um, we had I had an issue with bees, and I don't know if that had something to do with it as well. I would find bees in the house all the time. Just was It was a creepy house. A lot of unexplainable things would happen in the house. I had one dog. I had got a female dog. She was a beautiful cur dog, and she did not like men, which I was like, okay, that's not a problem because it was just me and my kids in the house. but we had got her from someone, and they said she didn't like men. And with her, she was in the house for 2 days, and she ended up passing away the second day she was in the house. I don't know what happened, what came over her. She just got sick, and within less than 24 hours, she was gone. So I don't know. I lost you there
That's
for a
fine.
second.
No,
Yeah.
you know what? I went to go and share it to some of my friends in TikTok, and I pressed the wrong thing and knocked myself out. I'm so sorry, but I was listening. I was listening. Wow, that's a
Yeah.
hell of a story.
I've never had the like,
Yeah.
not your type of attachment. I have had an attachment to where it stayed on me for a few days, and then it kind of like went away. But
Yeah. What about Mike? Has Mike ever had, has he had like, because I find sometimes I can feel really sick as well. And once it
yes,
lasted for a week.
yeah, yeah, and that's what happened. I don't think it wasn't like when we first got into it. There was a place that we seen like a lot of ghost paranormal. Well, the famous ones that were around here, like Omar and Joe, and the Ugg brothers went there. Patty went there a few times. So we were like, let's go check it out at the Anclote Cemetery. It was like, let's go check it out. They say it's haunted. We'll see what it's all about. And
Yeah.
we went there during the day, and he used a few apps, and we didn't feel anything. Didn't feel anything. Didn't think we really caught anything. It was just it was boring, really. We were like, we didn't catch
Mm.
nothing. This was a bust. Whatever. Let's just go. So we
Yeah.
ended up leaving, and after we left, the car had stalled on us. That was the first thing. So we're like, I hope we can get home, because we were like 2 or 3 hours away from where we lived at. So luckily his friend lived in the area. So we were like, well, he figured out what was wrong with the car. We went by Advanced Auto Parts, got a part for the car, and he was like, well, let's stop by my friend's house and visit them for a bit. And that's what we did. And I got sick, like out the blue. I just got really sick and I
Mm.
got chills. I remember being really cold, and his wife had to bring me a comforter. She brought me a comforter, and I was just like, I just don't feel good. So they were like, oh, we can hang out and watch some movies or whatever. And she ordered pizza for everybody.
Mm.
And I actually, because this is not like me, I don't feel comfortable like falling asleep in strange places. So I
Yeah.
ended up passing out on our couch. I didn't feel good. And then we got home, and that whole weekend, I felt really bad. Like,
Yeah.
um, so when I got around to actually editing the video, I think it was a Tuesday, I got around to editing the video. And I
Right.
was listening to it, and I heard a female's voice come through, and she said, "You did it." And I was like, and it was Mike. Mike was recording. I was on the other side of the cemetery at the time, and it came
Mm.
from Mike's camera, and she said, "You did it." And I was like, I was blown when I heard it, because it's so clear. And I think I have it on I have it on all of our things. It was like one
All
of
right. Look at that. Yeah. Right.
guard videos, yeah. But he read the lady's, he was like reading some tombstones that kind of stood out, and
Mm.
he read this one lady's tombstone, and you hear her say, like, it's like she was
Right.
questioning, like, what? And then she comes back and she says, "You did it." And that,
Mm.
yeah. And I told him, I said, I just feel like maybe she felt like I don't know, like he did something to her, or he attacked her. And then we were trying to find the history on that area. Only thing I could find was there was a lady that was she was attacked, physically attacked, and she was unalived by two men. So I don't know if it was her spirit or what it was, but some reason she attached herself to me, but
Oh,
then it was gone.
she
I think,
drained you completely
yeah,
then. She just totally drained you.
that same time, we had that was the other thing outside of the house. It never came, never seen it inside the house, but outside
Hmm.
of the house there was like a cluster of flies, and they would move from like they were on Mike's truck. They were on like, and it was just like a circle of them. It was the weirdest thing. So they would be on the hood of his truck, and then they would be on the tire of his truck, and then they moved to the bush next to the house, and then they
Mm.
moved to the by the garage door, and they would always be together. And then
Right.
they were there all day, and then they just were gone. It
Not a
was,
good sign, is
yeah, it
it?
was weird. So I
It didn't affect Mike then. It didn't affect Mike at all. It was
no,
just yourself,
no, just
right?
me, just me.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
not think then you could be the most sensitive out the two of you?
Um, I don't know. I
But it's take a shine. And I'm not saying Mike's got a great personality, but maybe
right.
take more
Yeah.
shine
That's
to
why
you.
I told him earlier. I'm like, yeah, he's a spirit talker, and I'm the more of the
Yeah.
sensitive in the in our group,
Mm,
because he
yeah.
speaks well to the spirits. But I think we both sense them.
Yeah.
I, I might be the one that's a little bit more sensitive. I don't know. But yeah,
That's
I
what I'm
agree.
pick up. Yeah, pick up the most sensitive one. Yeah.
Right, right. So I've learned to not be or not to try to have like a weak mind when we go out, because I feel like,
You've got to be strong. Oh
right.
yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's how I didn't used to be
Mhm.
in the early days. Well, when I say didn't used to be, I'm quite a gutsy lady, but as I've got older, you kind of, I don't know, there comes that, doesn't there, when you're thinking, well, what can you can't do that to me.
Right.
So I have to be strong with it. And I found that has actually helped me with Julian, because he doesn't, oh God, touch wood here now. When I go bed soon.
Yeah.
It generally, because I've been stronger, he hasn't really done as much, if that makes sense to you.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
Because he knows now you're not weak.
I'm not weak. I'm not that
You're you're
young
not scared.
Billy.
Stand
Yeah,
up
that
to it.
child. He took over me as a child. Took up my dad. He found me, my dad, like having fits. I was scared. And because my parents didn't believe me, no one believed me. They just thought, oh, I'm making it up or something. I'm going, no, I'm not making it up.
Nice.
He then broke the board up, but he didn't do the right thing by the Ouija board. He broke it up. He didn't set it on fire, he didn't bury it like you're supposed to.
Mm.
And is that why Julian will always be attached? My question I get all the time is, what'll happen when I die? Will he
Right.
come with me? I
Right.
don't know. I don't know.
That's a good
I,
question, though. I
possibly,
never thought about
I
that.
don't know. Yeah. That gets asked, and as I'm getting older, I'm like, to be honest, I hope he does come with me and die. I don't know whether he'll die, but do you know what I mean? And not, my fear is this, right? That he'd get my children
They'll pass on
and
to
my
your
grandchildren. I've got 5 grandchildren. I'm like, no, do not go near them,
right.
because he's frightened them half to death. He shook the bed when they stayed here, and they've never stayed since. My grandchildren have never stayed here, and they used to all, stay. And I used to, when they were little, but they won't
Right.
stay now. They're older, and they're like, no, we know what's there. it's it's madness. So I've lost out really, on that. He's cost me a lot of things.
Yeah, because you're
To
spending time
Yeah,
with your kid, your
absolutely,
grandkids.
honestly. I've always said I'll write a book one day, but I just don't get the time, and write from beginning to the end, well, to where I am now, of what's happened.
I,
Mm.
I, like you said, your story is a story that needs to be told. I think everyone's
I
story is
do.
a story that needs
I've,
to be told.
I've come to the conclusion now that I'm going on. I do lives. I do a lot of that. With it being winter, I've been training a young guy that's coming into my lives. Become really good friends with him. I've trained him up because I said if anything happens to me, I need someone younger to take over
Mhm.
and do the work that I've done throughout all these years. I said, so if anything happens to me, he's gonna take over my side of it. Because I think ahead. I'm like thinking ahead all the time. But I've lived this life that's interesting. I need to tell people there are things out there. Just because we don't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
Yeah. And I think there's a lot of people that do believe that and they know that, but a lot of people are scared. A lot of people are intimidated because they think that all is negative, and a lot of people have that they're mixed between the religion side of it and like reality.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yes.
So it's a
I mean,
conflict. There's a conflict.
absolutely.
Yeah, but
I mean, I changed my religion. I'm a pagan. Okay, so I am a pagan, but
mhm,
um, people think I wear a pentagram, but they don't really know what the pentagram is about. And
right.
it's not devil worship or anything like that. And I always say to them, look, instead of me explaining it, go and look it up. I believe in the earth and all that. I love walking in the forest and stuff like that. So it's a lot of natural,
You're
earthy
more
things.
spiritual. Right.
Yeah, spiritual in that sense.
Mhm.
But I never, if there's one thing, oh my goodness, we talked about religion in one of my lives and it just went crazy. And I said, never again. I said, because you get people who go, you're a devil worshipper, you're this, you're that. And I'm
Yeah.
going, no, it's far from the truth.
Right.
It's far from the truth. And in the end, I've been to private investigations and there was a boy there that got possessed, right? I
Mm.
had to. I said the Lord's Prayer in the end. But when it's way past me, I have to get someone higher than me.
Right.
Do you understand? Because I'm not going to touch that. I don't want to meet the devil himself. I know there's good and I know there's evil. And I know there is.
Mhm.
I know without a shadow of a doubt, there's good and bad. And I've faced a lot of it. But I'm here to tell me tale and, tell people that, yeah, I've got lots of evidence. I've got footage, right, from years ago that I haven't had chance to do. I do all my editing. I think you do your editing.
Mhm.
I do all mine. And it's hard work, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Very much so. I told
That's
Mike
the hardest.
I have to
Yeah.
keep myself motivated with doing it because when we
Yeah.
first started, um, I loved it. I loved
Yeah.
the art side of it, the editing. It just was fun. But
Yeah.
then now it's like, geez, you can sit down sometimes for 5 hours. Like I told Mike, sometimes it takes me
Yeah.
days to edit a
Yes.
20-minute video just because you want to
Yeah.
try to listen and make sure you didn't miss anything or see anything. And
Absolutely.
it's draining. It can be draining.
Oh God, yeah. You've got to go over the footage, like, because me and Becky, we sort of go over the footage over
Mhm.
and over it.
Yeah,
And there could be
honestly,
something we
I don't
missed.
do that anymore.
Well, do you know what I've said to Becky? I've said, look, we can do this a bit easier. We'll get the people who watch it and go, do you know what? If you
Exactly.
see anything, let us know.
Yep, exactly. That's what we do.
There's got to
'Cause
be
it's
an easier way than this.
Yeah, it's just too time consuming, and
Yeah.
I tell them, I'm like, I'll listen back sometime later. Sometimes I'll be listening to our videos
Mm.
and I'll hear stuff and I'm like, I didn't mark that in our video, but I didn't.
I've done that. I've done that. I've put some, because you'll see, if you go on my videos, you'll see some where the words will come up and I'm thinking, oh my God, there was another
Right.
word after.
You miss
Whoa, no.
you miss so much, but it's
Yeah.
just it's tiring. Hours and
It
hours.
is.
So
And I'm falling asleep. I'm like, my eyes are going, and I'm thinking, I'm physically, mentally can't do this anymore. And I'll go missing off YouTube. I do a lot of people who are on YouTube and TikTok go missing because they're
mhm,
mentally drained.
yeah,
They're mentally drained with it, and it is. It's
it
mentally
is. Yeah,
draining.
yeah. This
Have you
was
got
a
a family as well? Do you have children?
yeah. I have
So
3 kids. Mike has 7 kids of his own, but
that's what I'm saying. So you've got the children as well, which I
oh,
was at when
they're
I had
older.
kids. I was like that.
They're older. My kids
Yeah.
are adults. My youngest daughter, she's 26.
Oh, that's not too bad then.
Yeah, she's
They're not
27.
young.
No. We don't
Do
have
they
any.
believe? Do they believe or not?
I don't. My son has never really entertained it.
Hmm.
We used to have my daughters used to go out with us, and I
Yeah.
think my youngest believes because she's made comments in the past like, "Ma, you're bringing stuff home with you." Like I've seen shadows and stuff.
I
But
get this. Yeah.
but she won't like when she got older, she stopped going out with us. Mike's daughter, she can see spirits, and his granddaughter, her daughter, um, she also has the gift of seeing spirits. So
Yeah, you generally find like there's always one or two, isn't there, out the
mhm,
family?
yeah,
Um, my children see, oh, they've seen, but they choose not to
yeah,
watch because I think they're really scared. My son is really scared.
yeah.
My son is he's 30 odd now.
Oh,
But I went out one night, right? And I said, right, he was 15. I said, you're old enough now to, look after the house, lock yourself in. Went out, came home, every light was on in the house. I was driving down and every light was shining,
oh wow.
shining. And he
Wow.
went, Mum, I'm so glad you're back. He said,
Wow.
I've been hearing noises, I've been seeing things. Well,
You're in a
I
way.
have a nervous laugh as well. I when I'm out, I'm a bit like Joe. Like Joe has that laugh, and he says, "I'm
Right.
nervous."
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is me.
You
That
can
is me.
you can always
Yeah,
tell his laugh. I think it's
yeah.
hilarious.
I'm like, was that a shadow over there? you know. But that's me to try and deal with what I'm seeing, I suppose.
Mm.
Oh my God!
You have to
I
kind
don't
of
want to take. Sorry.
laugh it off to like
You
shake the
do.
earth a little bit.
You do. Because we deal in the dark, you have to have the light somewhere. So,
Exactly.
yeah. So, after my live, if I've done an investigation, I sort of then we have a joke and we talk about other things, right in the early morning,
Mhm.
just to stop the darkness because it can drain you completely.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What do
You
the
can't
people
describe
say?
that to anyone, can you?
I think they call it a paranormal hangover. Like
Yeah,
when you're out like that all night and like you said, you have that darkness over you, you just have to lift it off of
yes,
you some way by
it is. And you
yeah.
feel it. You feel it.
Oh yeah,
Um,
definitely.
I do spirit box readings as well. So when I do the spirit box readings, as you know, if you're working with a spirit box all the time, that's draining as well.
Mhm.
Now I will have to go soon, but what I want to do is direct you to right. So if you go on my channel,
Mhm.
you go to the popular videos. So you should see videos and then popular, and then you'll see one for 1 minute 11 seconds, and then you'll see one for 1 minute 53 seconds, and you'll see Shadow Man,
It's
hashtag Shadow Man, capital
Jilly.
letters. Yeah,
Is it Jilly England on?
yes, under the popular videos. There's two. The first one is the picture one, and I go through it, but this one was the live. which is 1 minute 53 seconds. So it's not long. I just took that bit out of the huge live, you know.
I got it. Oh wow.
Yeah, but the one above it explains it. Well, I suppose you can see him there because I took still pictures as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a minute, and it says Shadow Man, 100% real caught.
Yeah. Which I'm sorry I put that now because that looks really corny. But I'm going back about 5 years ago now. Well, it says 4 on there, but it was 2020, January the 20th, I think it were. We caught him. Yeah. But you'll see how quick he goes past. But I do have a slowed down version. I've got every version of it.
Is it the right or left side of the screen?
I don't know how you're looking at it. Sorry.
Which one is you?
Have you? Oh, sorry. Right. So that's my YouTube partner there. Then I had a guest up, which is at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm there with the black. That is a blind behind me, and the ceiling's above me.
Okay. So I'm looking at the one with the blind.
Yeah. And I have a coffee table right in front of me, if you get me. Yeah, I did a reconstruction as well of it. So we're just doing a live, and he just comes past. Yeah. It gives everyone the heebie-jeebies when they see it.
Have you tried, like, well, I'm sure you've slowed it down and everything.
Oh,
That's what we do.
What I'll do is now I've added you, I will send you all the different slowed down. I'll send you the pictures. They're incredible. It's the best thing I've ever got.
What the heck?
You can slow it down on YouTube as well.
Wow.
There's these settings, isn't it? So you can slow it down yourself.
Yeah.
So you see where I'm lying down to the side because when I get tired, I always lean.
Right.
So we've done like a really long live, and we're coming towards sort of middle of the night. So I'm sorted to the side. Yeah. Crazy, isn't it?
Like, that's... What the heck?
Yeah, crazy, isn't it? Now, I do have a portal. Where he's running to, I have a portal.
You have a...
Tell me that's the best thing you've ever seen.
Like, it's freaky because you can see...
The hood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a hat man. It's not a hat man. I know what hat man's looks like. It's not a hat man. Yeah. Explain that one. On a live. Remember?
It's almost like it's giving me the chills.
Isn't it?
Keep watching it over and over because...
Yeah.
But
you find the when you can slow it down, if you times it 2 and slow it right down, you see it. Oh, it's horrible. I live with that. Mm-hmm. And then there's also one with pictures as well.
What the heck? Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
So you see his head on the ceiling and he's coming past.
Yeah, I might have to share that with Mike. Yeah, I don't want to watch that anymore. It's freaking me out. But
yeah, it does. Yeah, it freaks out.
It's stuff like that.
You know, if you put it on your TV, you can get YouTube on your TV.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
I can slow
when
down.
you watch it on TV, oh my God, it's crazy. It's like, whoa. Yeah, whoa.
You guys go and check out Jilly. It's Jilly England Paranormal. Like you said, if you go to, I would try to share it, but if you go to Jilly England Paranormal on YouTube and you pull up her popular videos, on mine it came up as the 6th video down. Actually, there's the 5th and the 6th. where she has the shadow man, and it's clear.
Yeah. That's
It's
been everywhere, Freya. It's been absolutely all over the world to, you know,
right.
people who are at the top looking at it.
It
And they
looks like
just,
somebody. It looks like someone in a hoodie ran by your camera.
yeah.
Like they had on. Well, we call them hoodies.
You
Like a
can see, you
jacket.
can actually see. Yeah, you can see.
That's
Now,
creepy.
I didn't feel anything because I got asked literally by the people in my live that night, did you feel anything? Did you see anything? I went,
Right.
do you know what?
You act
Nothing.
oblivious, like you didn't notice it.
Nothing. Nothing. I swear, not. Didn't feel cold, didn't feel anything. And it was until Becky had said, timestamp that, da 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 da. Yeah, running past me. But I've also got a little shadow man. You'll have to, I don't know where that is. It's somewhere on here. He runs, right? It's a
Mhm.
bit, it's not as dark, but I'm sort of lying down again. I'm all bloody lying down, and it runs sort of and goes inside of me. It's crazy. And I
Wow.
happened to find that, right, because I was editing and it was an old live, because it's surprising what you find in your lives as well.
Right. Right.
And I happened to think, what the hell was that? And that's how I found it. And it was an old live. I went over an old live from years back. Yeah,
That's crazy.
it is. Yeah, it is. It's just
That's
madness,
freaky.
isn't it? I know. It'll give you nightmares, that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing. That's
No, I had to share it because I noticed as well you had the Hat Man in, and I thought, well, it's not the Hat Man, but it's a, you know,
right.
it's a
But
medieval monk,
yeah,
Julian.
that's your version of the Hat Man,
Mhm.
but not really because he. Yeah. No.
I'll show you tomorrow because it's quite late here now. Tomorrow or whatever, I will send what you did to me. Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
yeah.
Um.
So when people say to me about Ouija boards and stuff like that, you can imagine what I'm like. It's up to you. But if I'm there, I will not play one. I'll walk away
Right.
because this is what can happen, and people don't realise when you're dealing with the darker stuff. And I was only 5, remember. You don't know what you're getting. You just don't know what you're dealing with.
You know, and you're more vulnerable. I know.
Oh,
We did a story.
I
A while back with Mike's niece. And she played around with a Ouija board, and she shared her story and
all right.
told us all the negative stuff that happened to them. But luckily,
Because
it didn't. It didn't follow them, but there was a darkness around them after messing with it.
I've tried everything, Drea. I've literally everything you can imagine, like saging and all. No, you won't go.
It doesn't help.
No, it's
No,
50 odd years.
no, can't find.
50 odd years still with me. So it's crazy, I know. But I will have to go now because I am up early. I just wanted to share that with you and
Definitely. Thank you so much for sharing.
not a problem.
And with that, I'm going to go ahead and get off live. I'm gonna share this.
All right, sweetheart.
Mike,
you and Mike, yeah.
Mike abandoned me. Like, what was it? Spend like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. He's passed.
I know.
Yeah, he went and passed.
Say good night for me, anyways. But yeah, it's lovely meeting you both.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much, Julie. You have a good night.
You too, sweetie. Bye. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for joining the live and sticking around with us and all that great stuff. I was gonna play another video, but it's gotten a lot later than I expected. So I am tired. I'm getting ready to get off of here. And thank you guys, Cat 5 and Brian, for hitting that like button for us. We appreciate you guys. And we'll see y'all later. thank y'all for the support. And if you aren't subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe to us. Go check out Jilly England. Her video is freaky. Maybe I'll ask her later if she doesn't mind if I'll share it. I can make a little short out of it to share with you guys, and I will point you in the direction of her channel. So y'all have a blessed night, and we will see y'all later, guys. Bye.